There we go.
It's still ringing. This is horrible.
Yeah.
This is what hell...
What's that picture of?
Finally, I found a picture that confuses more people than the master picture.
Vampire Riptorn.
Vampire Riptorn. Someone just randomly sent me a picture of one of the companions from Doctor Who with that face.
Oh.
And I couldn't resist.
Okay.
I'm like, what? Is he afraid of something, or does he have diarrhea from hell?
Is he the first... One of the first companions, you know, stalking that teenage girl?
Yeah. Maybe. I'm pretty sure that's, like, one of the very first ones. But
to talk to them in her car and explain why Kennedy died.
Well, you see, he runs away.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a piss.
Good for you.
That's how poetic Jordan gets.
I know.
Don't dribble.
I'm going to find snack stuff. I shall return.
I'm going to find... I got nothing.
God damn it, Kitty, you ass clown. Pick the fuck. There we go.
Is he?
A willing female? That's what you're finding, Dustin?
I'm always finding this, Jesse, but that's not on the priority.
The thing with me, I find them, but they don't have to be willing. You know.
They have to look vaguely like someone from Star Wars. That's it.
Yeah.
Vague being a very relative term.
Ask him a quick quiz. Oh, Borg. Close enough. I'll fuck you.
Hey, you could be a Borg. You can do, like, metal shit and tubes to her.
Yeah.
Put a camera on her eye.
Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to the comic news. I'm halfway through it, and you were talking about the gayness invading DC.
The gay... That's the new event.
It's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm surprised they actually let gay people in the DC. It's just a running joke of mine that they're so conservative. The conservative side of comics.
I still have no real comments to say on it. I'm just like, okay, what the hell ever.
It's like I don't mind North. Well, no one gives a shit about North Star or Alpha.
That's my thing. I'm just like, I don't remember who North Star is.
It's like, yeah, Puck the Indian guy who can roll up into a ball and fly at you. That's great. Thanks.
Thanks for contributing to that. Whatever the fuck that's
Stick to Wolverine and maybe Deadpool, because, I don't know, some people do a whole chronologically, oh, he just took the name of a Canadian guy, or whatever.
He was born in Canada.
Yeah. I'll take him. I like them Hulk versus Wolverine. That's about it.
You know what my brother said once? Because I tried explaining that to him just because he was bored. And then randomly he just said, you know who else was born in Canada? Hitler. And I'm just like, are you high right now? And he's like, what if I am? And he wasn't. So he's just like, nah, I'm just fucking with you, bro.
I'm pretty sure Hitler was born in Canada, though. It only makes sense.
My brother will do that. Like, we have minor nuisances. Like, oh, man, I can't believe I have to go buy headphones. You know who else had headphones? Hitler.
It's like the water boy. You know who invented that? The devil.
I know. I'm pretty sure that's where he's getting it from.
Yeah.
When
Adam Sandler was funny.
Yeah.
How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Or at least fallen and then come back every 10 years to do a good movie and then produce other shit for the other 9.
What was the last one I kind of got a legitimate belly laugh, and it was probably some scenes in the Zohan. That was maybe it.
Oh, God, no. That movie's horrible.
One or two scenes.
It is one of his more watchable movies. It's by no stretch a good movie.
I've tried watching it. No laughs at all.
I'm trying to think.
There are worse. There have been worse movies than that.
Jack and Jill. I haven't seen it yet, but hey.
I almost did.
We're on Adam Sandler's shitty career.
Yeah, for some reason I don't know.
That's what leads. That's one of the things we lead back to in life.
We were talking about Canadians, and now we're on this somehow.
We're on failing Jewish comedians. That's
Adam Sandler does film a lot of his shit movies in Canada.
Yeah. So do the X-Men movie and every other like superhero movie.
No, every movie films in Canada. It's easy to shoot there.
I'm sorry, our landscape's enchanting and doesn't look like a smog storm of, you know.
No, and I swear to God, me and my brother, we were really bored one night, and we had a copy of Little Man with the Wayans brothers.
Oh God, that movie, no.
And we watched the commentary. And they talked about how Canada is the greatest place ever if you want to film suburbs.
Yeah, I think you told me this before, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've told you. I'm just like, oh dear God, why are we even watching this part? My brother said.
I love it. I love it in commentaries where they go a totally different direction what the film is actually about.
I just listen to the ones that obviously can't say they're terrible. The movies they're in are terrible. They're just like, oh, this was fantastic. It was great being in Epic Movie 5. It was the greatest movie I've ever had part in. And I won an Oscar.
Honestly, the only commentaries I've ever liked are the ones on the Invaders Zim DVDs, because it's basically what we're doing right now. Just a bunch of idiots goofing off.
There's a handful of commentaries on a couple of things I watch.
I love the Empire Strikes Back commentary. We have Irvin Kershner talking about like these funny stories, like how Mark Hamill is in Norway out in the cold for hours, and they're inside the hotel.
Those are like the only good Star Wars commentary. The other ones had George Lucas being boring and shit.
The one, the Superman animated series set I have has a commentary for the first part of World's Finest, and they mentioned that like one of the funny goofs that they had. From the Korean company that did their animation, there was scenes of Batman flying.
Oh yeah.
And they asked, why is he flying? They said, well, you see, cape means he fly. in their culture, if you have a cape, that means you're a superhero and you fly.
Yeah. Shit.
So they had to like, according to Bruce Timm, work like spend like maybe 2 hours trying to translate the idea that no, he can't fly. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to betray your beliefs here.
That's kind of funny. All kind of superhero tropes do come from DC.
True.
Yeah.
They're very, you know, the
generic ones like, oh yeah, the cape.
Cape and you know, being fascist and you know, no black people allowed. And I'm kidding. It just is. I have this joke about the authority.
I got another funny story to tell you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh no, just what I call the authority of fascist fanny bandits.
Someone just like a few hours ago sent me a personal message.
Yeah.
And I'm not making fun of this guy because I commend him. This guy's trying to get his girlfriend to read comics, and she likes the Justice League cartoon, in particular, Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
So the guy asked me, are there any Jon Stewart-centric trades that I can recommend? And when I read this, I said, oh, fuck, you're
Superfly.
I'm like...
The harder they come.
When I read it, I was
Major Black.
I can recommend Black Dynamite. How about that?
Yes, I approve.
That movie's awesome. I just told him...
I'm so behind on the modern superhero cartoons. I maybe watched the pilot of Avengers, Earth Mightiest Hero. Yeah, and I haven't seen all of Young Justice or anything like.
A couple episodes behind on.
I'm way behind. Right now, I'm watching Captain America, the Marvel 1966 cartoon.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
That's awesome.
Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Mighty shield. Shield. Yeah, it's awesome. And the bad part is that the Red Skull, he isn't like a kind of quasi super soldier like Kim. He just puts on a costume. It's just a costume.
Well, since my Halloween plan didn't work, I'll go and take over the world.
There's a funny scene when they get a little tuffle of the Red Skull, and he jumps out the window and he gets away. It's like, look, he left his note, and it's like a grocery list of things to people to kill. Oh. Yeah.
That is how you handle everything.
Oh, 60s cartoons.
Then after
sometimes
that,
the 60s was the best time because you could do whatever the fuck you want.
next week I'm gonna review like a show a day, so I got a lot to watch. So I got like Captain America, the Incredible Hulk, Thor, Namor, and Iron Man.
I have a feeling you'll like all of them except maybe Namor because
I like Namor. I like him more than Aquaman. I like Namor. I like his whole contempt for human race. And
they just write him too much like a stuffy asshole.
That's what I like.
Though I liked him in the Illuminati comic pre-Planet Hulk, where he's like, if we fuck with this guy Hulk, he's gonna come back and he's gonna kill us all. He says, why? We should just leave him alone.
I do want to check that out. That comic you're speaking of. And it's Brian Bendis, so I'm hesitant.
I think
they're like deliberating what we're going to do with the Hulk because that whole explosion that made him go insane and
The thing is, every time I imagine, because they overuse them to high hell, like later on. Every time they were together, I kept joking, okay, now we're going to order what sandwiches we're getting. Like, I'm waiting for them just to talk about really remedial shit, because that's what it became to me.
It's like,
now, what movie should we rent for bad movie night, fellas?
What size?
Charles.
They all say Fantastic Four except Reed.
This is Ang Lee's Hulk.
What size should I bet?
I like Ang Lee's
Hulk, and then said we should get rid of him. By the way,
I like Ang Lee's Hulk. If you don't like that movie, you probably still enjoy Crazy Straws.
Hey,
it's been forever. Again, I still need to see it.
I like it. I liked it when I was a kid. I like that. My only problem with that film, that he grows in height. I just thought that was stupid. This is Incredible Hulk, not the Colossus Man from SMT3K.
In the not too distant future.
Yeah.
I actually watched the whole episode a few weeks ago. I watched Merlin's Shop of Mystical Wonders.
I watch it occasionally. I have it on the background if I'm doing something.
It's really, it's one of those things.
It's like, one of my favorite lines is from that Crow says, what, the first guy says, before they replace him, he says, what do you want for Christmas? And Crow says, I want to choose who lives and who dies.
There's one where it's like in the last season. I just saw this clip where the mad scientist who makes him watch movies is trying to get certified by the mad scientist community, and she's just like they're like, yeah, sure, and then she's like, come on, guys, pretend, and then they take off Tom Servo's head, and he's just clucking. The host is going to try to hang himself, and then Crow has his pupils missing, screaming, ah! Just screaming nonsensical dribble, and they're like, thanks, guys.
I love that popcorn clip I sent you.
I'm the god.
I'm the god.
Urban Rocker is the god.
What should we talk about? Avengers. Let's talk about Avengers because it's awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was godlike.
The first time I think they got the Hulk 100% right, in my opinion.
Same.
Just I love Mark Ruffalo, and I want Incredible Hulk 2 with the leader, and he brings back the Abomination, and the leader does experiments on the Abomination, and he looks like the Abomination and not a pile of tumors.
I agree with this.
When the movie was coming out, me and my friend always called him Dookie Monster. He looks like a big ass pile of Dookie.
Or if they don't,
he's just like this collection of
they can
bone marrow.
Insert Don Cheadle back into Iron Man.
Yeah, that's mine. Iron Man one just cover up Don Cheadle, or Terry. What the fuck is
Terrence
Howard, aka Weasel Man,
and make it look really obvious that they just CGI just get in. Mm-hmm. It's not turning the same way, and it's too big.
I don't know if they do something different with the Hulk. I want them to go the whole Pantheon saga where he kind of becomes a complete human being and he gets fully control of the Hulk.
So basically, the Professor.
Kind of. I
want to see Gravage Hulk, which is
just have
an Avengers show.
Yeah,
he's smart, but he's also the Hulk the general audience knows that.
I want him to be Meccano the Clown. Damn it!
His mid-range intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's sort of an asshole.
I wanted to
I
see
like
Grey
that
Hulk.
Hulk. Yeah, Grey Hulk's great. You have Joe fix it, but
I don't
it's
think
like
we're
how's that
that.
going to fit in? Like,
Yeah.
where did that personality manifest? I always had like a cool idea that him and his father watched like gangster movies, and his father looked up to that, and like that was kind of reason because he wanted to be a tough man. That was my always idea. But I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt we're ever going to see Grey Hulk in the movies.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, they still have to make it action-centric, so...
Yeah.
Not saying that you can make him do action stuff, but I think you're going to throw the regular, not comic book fan audience.
Yeah.
If you have him in, like, a fucking gangster suit and, like, as a bodyguard, I don't think that would sell well.
Yeah, that would probably make people accuse him of thinking, oh god, they've gone off the deep end.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very going off that very campy Batman, very like, we don't know what we're doing. We're like throwing the Thing into the Flintstones universe. And we don't know what we're doing.
It'd be just as jarring as that.
Yeah, because with superhero movies, I love how they're totally embracing the costumes. They look not like spandex, but look like made of some armor type material, which I love that what they do now. And
Wolverine should still get his mask. Because I've seen shit that makes it look real.
You can make like a type of fiber or something like that, some type of denim. Not denim, but like Kevlar type material that's really strong.
I've seen some fan stuff. I posted one the other day in here that looks like it would fucking work. It wouldn't look goofy.
You wear this mask, Wolverine, or you no be off squad.
Yeah.
It's weird. I always kind of question Wolverine wearing a mask because he's not really hiding an identity. He's basically kind of off the grid. He's off the grid type of guy. Doesn't pay any taxes or anything. So
Looks cool, bub.
Yeah.
He just wears like the glasses with the nose and the mustache. You don't give a shit anymore, do you?
I already listened to that. The whole thing about Wolverine with bone claws. I was listening to. Is that Magneto ripped out his adamantium, and that much pain drove him insane, and he became this feral-like guy.
That.
And it kind of retconned it. He always had bone claws, and it wasn't a side effect of the adamantium put into his system that was previously said. So
I'm
like
okay with the bone claws existing.
Yeah, I like the bone claws better.
I don't love them, but in all honesty, it's not making me angry that they're there.
Then Apocalypse came back and with his 4 horsemen, and he had Sabretooth as Death, and he ripped out Sabretooth's adamantium, and he put it into Wolverine, and that's how he got his adamantium back.
Wasn't Hulk the horseman was?
He was War. Hulk was War. I want to see Apocalypse in a film, goddammit.
Too bad Fox is too lame to ever do that.
It's just
they just somehow steal the end credit scene of Thanos and then vaguely make it look like Apocalypse.
Yeah. It's like Thanos, Apocalypse, and Darkseid.
Yeah, they look a lot alike.
This stocky type of person.
They cut that scene out and put it in Egypt, and it's just really shitty looking.
They have him standing on a
island, Egypt.
Though with a Hulk series movie, it's kind of hard to do that because his rogue galleries kind of sucks. They're all redundant gamma monsters. So
not as bad as Iron Man.
All mech guys.
That's what Iron Man is going to be.
Or at least they're different kind of mech guys.
Yeah. So I want to see Fing Fang Foom. God damn it.
Yes.
So somebody like Movie Bob's gonna complain. Oh, that's Yellowface. We can't have that.
Well, no, he's a drag. Well, the name, I guess.
They could just make him look nothing like him. Just make him look like a dragon.
Yeah.
Have the same shape, but his face looks absolutely nothing like. There's
He has a weird humanoid type face. Fing Fang Foom.
They did something because Jon Favereau was at least trying to write a miniseries after Iron Man happened, and they had Ani Greenoff do the art. That's why it never finished. It only went through it. And it had a cover of Iron Man facing a really
I don't metallic.
Yeah, metallic looking Fing Fang Foom. That would work in the context of these movies. I'd be fine with it because I realized there's no way we could make anything like
they're doing a realistic spin on it. That's not really hampering Batman in a bear protection suit, but
more.
Well, watch the movie called, what was it, The Grizzly Project, where this guy creates a bear suit to fight a bear, to hunt down a bear or something. Not hunt it down, but to see if he can, or not live with it, but it's like this weird experience when he was a young man. He got mauled by a bear and survived. He had this weird ambition. Or I don't know, but it's a funny documentary because he builds a suit, and he's like a gonzo garage inventor. And he made this suit, and most of the film is him and his friends kicking the shit out of him in the suit, like hitting him with bats and log.
How did this not win the hearts and minds of America? That's
check it out. It's called The Grizzly Project. It's a great documentary.
I might have to.
I should call my band that The Grizzly Project.
We should have a Grizzly movie, with the six-pack or all those X-Men characters no one gives a shit about.
Oh, yeah, that'd go great.
It's like they only get to appear in video games as just thugs now.
We's gonna beat these guys up. Like, the fuck are you talking about?
Speaking of superhero video games, that's kind of like my niche market in the circle jerk of comic fans we have. That's why I'll review superhero video games. Because my personal belief is that superhero video games should be a simulation of what it's like being that hero. And we've failed many times in doing that.
You have my condolences on having to review Wolverine's Revenge.
It had so much potential. It had great talent behind it, great works. I love Activision. They did the Spider-Man game on the PS1, on the N64 and PC. Great game. Always go back to play that. It's just, this game's a piece of shit. It's frustrating as hell.
Xbox with the good Wolverine game.
Oh. well,
I heard the Wii
one. That one you're talking about. I might have, once.
Origins, the movie tie-in games are surprisingly good. Spider-Man 2, X-Men Origins Wolverine, I enjoyed that. It's like the first game they only got his healing factor perfectly right. It's like, if you get swamped, you're going to die, but it heals at a good rate. It doesn't take 5 minutes to get a quarter of your health bar back. With your claws retracted in. Your claws, you don't heal constantly. You have to have your claws inward in Wolverine's Revenge.
On the Xbox. Oh, you do? That's fucking retarded.
And it's a lot of stealth sections, and it's just...
Well, stealth works with Wolverine, sorta.
I guess, because the ninja samurai type guy, so...
Kitty, are you in here?
Woman!
Woman, speak!
I think she just walked away from the computer.
That's why I like talking to Jesse, guys. Just does that shit.
It's a dick.
Yeah.
That's his gig.
I totally respect and love women. It's just sometimes they push my buttons.
It's on this facade. Funny, don't worry, kitty.
Why are you gonna? Well, you don't have mic.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the chat.
Might. It says might, Jordan, read.
Kitty smash.
I'm gonna flip my computer.
Reminds me from the I went over to my friend's house for dinner because she randomly said, "You should come over for dinner." And,
it's like, oh, free food.
It's like, I don't know about. You'll come to dinner.
You will enjoy this fondue party.
You will enjoy my goulash. And I'm just
fondue, eh?
No, Jordan. No.
Oh.
The first 30 minutes was just me sitting on a couch watching her play with her cat. And her cat loves to do whatever the fuck it wants.
That cat gives no fucks. Dude, I fucking hate these commercials. I don't know what they're about, but they have these creepy fucking animals, and they look sort of like humans.
Oh, those Bio energy commercials, those furry ones?
Those fucking scare me. I have nightmares.
That's what hell's gonna be like, Jordan.
I cried
everyone looks like that in hell.
Oh, God.
I thought it was weird that the camel's humps look like cleavage.
and they point that out. I'm like, how does that work?
Doesn't that work? Those are not udders. Those are humps. Those contain water. That's
and it's on their back.
Yeah.
And I am 100% sure male camels don't look at that the same way we would look at breasts. I am 100% sure.
Well, the male camels are like...
Because male camels have that shit too.
The male camels are like...
The one that disturbs me the most, though, is that naked mole rat one.
What? Please. No, don't go
Can
any
we
further.
smash that thing? Because I would.
Don't go any further, please. I don't want to hear what they did with Naked Mole Rat.
Oh, he just runs around on the bar table with no clothes on, and they censor his bits and pieces.
Why?
Fuck if I know.
Who thought that?
He's just
Who thought that would fucking make you want to buy their stuff?
everyone at my workplace, because a lot of them are health nuts.
I don't know.
I'm the only guy. I work in an athletic store. I'm the only guy who does not give a shit about his health. Aside from maybe walking, and I try not to eat too much sugar. I don't care for my health. They all, some of them bring like their blend, like the drink part of the blender of their ultra disgusting fitness shake.
Sounds delicious.
Like blended concoctions. Yeah.
I'm like, you couldn't put that in a fucking bottle? Buy a fucking bottle!
I'm gonna put this egg, I'm gonna put some potatoes in it, a DVD, just for good measure.
Gotta make it really healthy.
Toothbrush.
We'll put some sand in here.
Sand.
Shredded tires. Like
Sand of Tunisia.
tire.
You know, where they filmed the Lars Homestead.
We'll find some Splenda for sweet.
I assume in Tunisia they have two meats.
Of sand, egg, shredded tire, and a toothbrush.
Tunisia, aka Tatooine. That's where they filmed.
I assume they have 2 moons there.
Yeah, no,
Or
they have
2 suns, whatever.
They have 2 suns and 3 moons. The 2 suns are Tattoo and Tattoo 2.
That means Piccolo can blow up 2 of the moons. Yes.
There's 3.
Without worrying about just having no moon around.
Yeah, he doesn't mind it'll fuck up the gravitational pull of the planet and the way the waves and stuff like that of water.
I just got a reply from someone on Twitter saying, I would use your comic news mugs to cook eggs.
Same as legit.
How the fuck do you cook eggs with mugs? I've been camping before, and we've done some really weird shit to cook. Like, we had a frying pan, and we, got a bunch of canned vegetables out, and then we did something where we, tied the can to a couple strings and hoisted it up.
Like vegetable soup cans.
Yeah. Like, we put it above the... Remember, you guys have all seen a Goofy movie, right?
Yeah.
Remember when Goofy took out the car lighter to heat up the soup?
Yeah.
We did that trick, but with a campfire.
All I remember, Paul, strawberry cheese.
You don't
We
remember?
couldn't catch fish
Bigfoot
at all
dancing?
that day, but we made a clever pulley system to hoist a can of soup up above a fire. And they always made me hold it. Okay, Duke, you stand about 2 feet away from the fire and hold this string. My mom would have whooped my uncle.
Why is it greasy? Oh, that's just to make the fire better. Okay.
Okay. And even I said, I'm fucking near a fire. Or was whatever I said when I was 10. I'm near a fire, Uncle.
That was the best impression of Little Duke I've ever heard.
It's okay if you're on fire. Daredevil will save you.
I highly doubt he's in the middle of Nebraska.
Yeah.
Especially in a far-off camp area.
He got lost.
He is blind.
Murdoch's in his suit, just like, how the fuck am I here?
Was I were you?
You know, sometimes, in certain situations, some superheroes are completely useless. Like Spider-Man, if you bring him into a rural town.
Oh, yeah. He was... Oh, God. Just imagining that. Or, actually, and this is just a joke I always make to compare how bad something can fail. The Human Torch near a gas station.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, where he's like, this is going to be as successful as Johnny Blaze getting hired at the Quick Stop. The only good thing is he'll make sure that those awful hot dogs are thoroughly cooked.
What does Johnny Storm even do? Is he like a celebrity or?
Good Samaritan. I mean, I'm guessing he just kind of leeches off of Reed and Sue to an extent, because he just lives with them. So does Ben.
Yeah.
Ben is like the ultimate boss.
Well, he's a military veteran. That's what he's supposed to do.
Thing is a spokesperson for kidney stones.
I'm just imagining that Robot Chicken sketch about like, I found blood in my urine or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for prostate cancer.
Yeah, Optimus.
With Optimus Prime, and then we cut to Johnny Storm. It burns
What
when
did I just say?
Yeah.
Oh, that DC special is going to be a.
God, I want Sam Witworth, aka Star Killer. I want him to play Namor, but we can't have that because we can't have two. You can't play two superheroes.
Oh, hi, Ryan Reynolds.
And Chris Evans.
Yeah.
It was a doomsday thing, yeah.
Like anyone even fucking cares. Who remembers him from that? I know.
Cap will, because he does a show about Smallville and his
Yeah,
sadomasochistic nature.
If that happens. As long as we don't get to see him in the... Well, actually, no, I think seeing him in the Speedo will get the female audience riled up.
Yeah.
Oh God, Kitty's typing.
It's here. Okay, Sam Witworth, Tom Hiddleston, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Hiddleston and Lee Schreiber. All the guys have man crushes on because I think they're so cool.
Yeah.
I have a man crush on
I still love that picture of Tom Hiddleston dressed as Loki with a kid on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
That just warms my heart.
I like the picture of them staring at Widow's ass.
Brother, that ass.
Oh, I believed all of them to be the heroes. Just I kind of doubted Scarlett Johansson because she's a very curvy woman. She doesn't have that athletic body type.
All the other movies I've ever seen her in are awful romantic comedies.
Hey, I saw her in the SpongeBob movie.
All of them are awful romantic comedies.
Alright, fuck you.
Oh, though I did like how she manipulated Loki there.
Yeah.
Loki. I keep forgetting that's her, by the way. Because I don't care. And apparently Reynolds wants to be in the Highlander remake.
I don't get mad over remakes, because I know I still have the original. I still have
that
on DVD of Classic Titans.
I get mad that Ryan Reynolds is doing a movie that's not Deadpool, because he's a little
We're
shit.
never going to get that movie.
He loves Deadpool, except for the fact that he keeps avoiding it at every opportunity, apparently.
Deadpool's still in that minus B tier superhero character that,
And he should just stay there. He's perfect there.
No. A++.
No. He works better as a B-list character because there's no one trying to make him cool. He could just... He was a lot better as kind of a quote-unquote underground in terms of... Fans, yeah. That was the perfect place. That's where he grew. And then you put him in the big leagues, where he was kind of eventually falling.
I disagree with this, but A++. All the sequels.
Well, seeing is that's your grade for failing, Jordan.
What? You
got an A++ in failure. Be proud.
There'll be a Squirrel Girl
barely gets just 1+ sometimes. He just gets an
There'll be a Squirrel Girl movie before there'll be a Deadpool movie.
I honestly believe that now.
And Ryan Reynolds will play Squirrel Girl.
Yep, I believe that too. Oh, I totally love Squirrel Girl.
Let's
I'll
see.
get to Deadpool in a year or two.
Let's see here.
Squirrel Girl!
Hey, Ryan Reynolds, you only have 8 million movies in you before you die. Wow, I better make them not Deadpool movies. Only Chris gets that joke.
Makes 100 sequels to Green Lantern.
Even though I hate those videos you sent me, I just don't like those people.
But Yukino Joe is God.
Yes.
It just annoys me too much to the point where I say, fuck you, I'm not watching. I find there are times where, and you sent me that video where they're making fun of Family Guy.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly, I'm sorry. I know you both love it. Sometimes it's like current Family Guy to me. I'm like, go to hell, please.
That is what
That's
it
the
is.
point.
I watched a Family Guy episode today. It wasn't that bad.
Was it a new one?
I don't know, because it was two old people fighting. One was soldier, one was Nazi.
It was fairly new, but I like that one.
That's sort of.
They're so old. It's funny.
Hold on, I need to call my nurse.
Yeah, though I still think American Dad's probably the best out of
Yeah.
all of them, because I always get a good belly laugh. Like Stan gives Steve a machine gun, and Steve says, "Hey, if coked out kids in the Congo can do it."
See? I'm not a fan of that show, Duke. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you two found each other, so go be alone now.
Okay, let's go.
I don't know. I've tried. Like, we sometimes watch that show at school during, like, my break in between classes because some fucker stole the remote. But I'll watch it because at least it's not fucking ESPN. Oh, God.
Wow.
Like, I'll watch it. Like, I just don't, like, care for it that much.
Oh, I'm not. I don't watch every new episode. I only watch it when it's on Adult Swim, and I think
I barely do that. Like, I'll just be like, I'll try and find something else, and if I don't, I guess I'll stick with it. Or stare at my wall. Tell me, cinder blocks of joy, what do you give me today? They have yet to respond.
They do not care.
Cinder blocks are deadly. They can knock out Spider-Man and ruin his whole history.
And make him terrible at stopping bullies. He's god-awful at bully prevention, apparently.
Yeah.
And Daredevil fights a monster made of vapor. For no fucking... Because apparently it was once a thing to clean your laundry with gasoline.
Seems legit. Okay, I'm gonna take another piss, and then we
It
should
was
chat.
legit. Literally, people did this. There was literally like a PSA about it in the 70s.
Yeah.
Warning you how to do it right. Like, don't fucking do it at all!
What was it, My Strange Addiction? There was 2 episodes. One chick loved sniffing gasoline, and there was one, I didn't see it, that she drank gasoline.
Is it still less preposterous than that geek dating special?
That was 2
With
episodes.
the fuckers who couldn't recognize a Mandalorian.
Oh, I fucking wanted to punch that black kid in the face. The one with the Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard hair. Just,
I just love that.
Just like, I know I'm a geek too, but sometimes they inner bully me. Sometimes it's like Stan with the fat kid in American Dad.
I would have given them points if they at least pointed out that he looks like Boba or Jango.
Yeah.
I can understand they may not know the term Mandalorian. You don't know the names?
Wait, what are we talking about?
There was a TV special that 2 episodes. It was called Geek Love, and it was just speed dating at Comic-Con.
And this guy still runs it. Like, he does interviews every year when it comes around. And they just, basically just imagine a bunch of people like us sitting in chairs trying to get to know each other for 30 seconds at a time.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds incredibly awkward.
Yeah, it is.
Oh boy, is it! Especially with one of them, and I'm not judging it, I'm sure both of them are nice people, but we have this girl dressed as Robin,
Yes.
and this fucker who looks like he escaped the corner of a comic book shop, eating only Cheetos,
You know,
who's like 7 foot tall, and this girl's
you stepped out of Kick-Ass with that fucking curly hair.
I know.
Oh.
He looks like he got rejected from Comic Book Man.
Yeah.
Like it's just really jarring because we have this nice, short, kind of shy girl, and then this fucker who's like towering, and then she introduces him to her mom who came with her,
Mm-hmm.
who clearly is probably younger than the guy. or at least looks it. And it was just this, like, she's being that mom sense of, hey, but you can tell in the back of her head, don't eat me!
Yeah. I don't mind age difference in relationships. They always have those stickler people who don't like the Kitty and Colossus thing. I say, fuck you, that's the best comic book couple in my opinion.
Speaking of fucking geeky people, me and my dad watched this, like, documentary on fucking Trekkies last night. Jesus Christ. Those people scare me.
There's someone like that in any fandom, dude.
Yeah, any fandom. Yeah.
There's more of them.
Same equivalents to sport fans.
No.
They mentioned sports
anyway, dude. You can't say one fandom's weirder than the other. They're all weird.
They're all weird.
Somehow.
But there's
only
one worse would be anime fan.
No. None of them are worse. They're all equally bad.
All fandoms are equally weird and different and diverse, and it's just sometimes the only reason that we're prejudiced or whatever toward it is that because they're franchises we don't give a shit about.
They're furries, man.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that's more of a sexual group.
There is one though, like you could it's just fun to pull examples from anyone. Like there's this guy who changed his name to Harry Potter, who I'm just like, I've read all the books and know like thousands of Harry Potter spells, and I'm just like, fuck, the loony bin's gonna love you.
Well, there's a bunch of Star Wars fans that names themselves. There's a bunch of Star Wars fans named themselves Darth Vader or Obi-Wan and stuff like that.
I read on the news that there's this guy who got arrested in like middle of fucking nowhere, America. His name was Obi-Wan Kenobi. He got arrested for like for fucking drunk driving or something.
Obi-Wan, how dare you? How dare you get this bad?
I think that he changed his name because it was like part of a deal thing back in like '98 before the Fat Menace came out, and said you could get free tickets, and that's why he legally changed his name.
And he never changed it back?
Yeah.
I remember that Facebook page that tried to get 1 million likes to name their son Megatron.
Yeah. I doubt that ever happened. I think he lied. Yeah, I should go. I'm gonna check that right now.
I think the page is
every fandom has a weird twist to them. Like with Transformers, there are the new fans, whatever, air quotes of fans who like the Bayformer films, and there are fans who do weird type of yaoi art of Transformers.
What?
It's not bad. It's not disgusting.
Rule
gross.
It's just 34, Jordan.
Yeah, I know, but Transformers.
It's not gross. It's just like them just holding hands in the park and stuff like that.
Why you do this,
stuff.
Internet?
I don't know. Nothing really
It's not
shocks me.
that bad from what you're. To be fair,
nothing really shocked me.
Something incredibly tame.
I think I showed Dustin this, and the art's pretty decent, and it's just them just doing.
Nothing really shocks me, but I just like making the reactions.
Like, here's the thing. It's one of those things where you can play that corny, people let me tell you about my best friend song.
Yeah.
See one? It's just that. It's not fucking disgusting. It's just like, brosis.
It's not like fucking 4chan of shitting dick nipples. It's.
So that probably exists too, but yeah.
Oh, no, that definitely exists.
Mm-hmm. What other fandoms? Star Trek. I watch back. I only watch most Star Trek I watch is on SF Debris, him riffing it or reviewing it.
Oh god.
No, that's about it. And after watching a lot of his episodes, I realized I don't like Star Trek. It's a very socialist type thing.
I like watching it when it's good.
Yeah, but that's only about 87% of the time. Maybe. Or not one good.
I don't know how well, if you factor in everything, I'm pretty sure Voyager and Enterprise sink it down to maybe...
Like Q and the Gray?
60%. Oh, I've seen that before. I remember watching that as a kid.
I remember watching that one where Q was stalking that human woman. I remember watching that one.
I am a great cosmic lord of energy and might, but I must go and find Kale in the human world, because I'm bored.
Mm.
That's how you handle great cosmic power. You turn him into fucking Quagmire.
That kind of happens with lots of fiction with immortal characters. They just get bored. That's the kind of main whole theme with Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicle stuff. It's just like, when you live forever, imagine how boring your life is now. Imagine you can't die.
Well, I've watched enough dull episodes of Highlander to figure that out.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't think I told you this, Jesse. At a Goodwill, they have all 6 seasons on DVD there. And I didn't have any cash.
Yeah.
And I didn't even ask if it was like, if they're $5 a piece, and I'm so owning those. If they have the Raven, I'll say, fuck that shit, but I'll own that.
Today I was finally catching up on my Linkara videos because I was behind because
I'm behind in like a year. I don't even care anymore.
I enjoyed all this PSA stuff. I don't know, I was iffy on his Generation 2 video. You can make Transformers gritty, but you don't have to make it idiotic. You can make it like a war type story, but yeah.
I think that's
It's one of those things where you want to make it a little lighter.
It's extreme. That was its problem. It was 90s extreme, not gritty. I think there's a difference. With gritty, there's some sullen, and there's very much kind of like sad type self-destruction stories and stuff like that. With extreme, it's very that juvenile. We're thinking we're being mature.
Extreme weather with Rob Liefeld.
Like Rob Zombie's Halloween movies. They think they're being mature, but they're just saying fuck and over again, just for the sake of it.
Hey, that sounds like me.
To be fair, you would make the same fucking awful movie, Jordan, so...
I don't swear that much, but when I do, I think I just do it to emphasize a point. Like
I don't in real life, like,
when I stump my toe, I'm like, fucking cunt knuckle. And,
I don't know why I censor myself sometimes, or I'll be like, son of a mother!
It's like, I don't have to swear, but I do it just to make a point. It's an emphasis thing. Thank you, George Carlin.
Yeah, I don't do it. I only do it for like the internet. I remember having a conversation with someone who was like, what would you think if I hosted Comic Book Late Night? I don't know how it got to that, but I said that, and he's like, no, you cuss too much. I'm like, oh, you don't know the real me, kid. I don't do that. Captain Logan cusses in real life a lot. Well, not a lot.
Yeah.
An average amount.
It's just weird. I could totally understand he's being modest. And I like that. It does give a certain professionalism with Linkara and Captain Logan when they don't swear. But with Linkara, he's a bit more lenient. He does say asshole, which I don't think that's what I think. Asshole and shit are in the same kind of mid-level category.
Like if it's safe to say on if it's safe to say on like a sitcom on CBS, well, asshole is probably not. They had cable.
No, I remember when I remember on Gene Simmons when he was doing one of his solo albums, whoring himself out as usual, and his new album was called Asshole, and they bleeped that out.
That was great. Still not forgiving your son. Yeah. I'm cool with Gene Simmons. His son should still die.
Do horrible things to your daughter, but yeah.
That too.
Get that checked out, honey. That could be cancerous. She has a birthmark on her face. Yeah.
Leave her alone. She's innocent in all of this.
No one's innocent.
Could be worse. She could be hanging out with Chris Angel.
I like Chris Angel.
Is that show even on the air anymore?
I don't think so.
I found a new podcast I'm so happy about. Penn Sunday School. Penn Jillette has his own podcast, and it's awesome. I've been watching that, and I think I retweeted him flipping out about Obama and marijuana. And, which I've taken up lately, and it really helps me. It's true what Tony said. What's your secret? A big bag of weed. I'm like, it works for me.
See, Jordan, it works.
It does. It worked well with my brother.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm masturbating more frequently, so win-win.
What?
That does help people too.
Yeah.
Jesse, are your arms like tanks then?
I am working out more.
The guys go over there.
Let's see here.
You actually don't have Bane in your picture. You have Jesse in a gimp suit.
Bane. I'm actually darker than Bane, and I'm a pasty motherfucker. I'm not British parka-wearing Bane. Bane has a parka.
Young Picard.
Yeah, oh yeah. What was that movie? This Means War. It's like we got alternate universe Kirk versus clone Picard.
Oh, apparently Chris Angel Mind Freak ended like 2 years ago. Oh well.
I always ask for
this.
God, I gotta hit up my EB Games, or what do you call it, America GameStop, and I gotta get all the Marvel tie-in movie games like the Incredible Hulk and Iron Man. I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck.
Don't do Incredible Hulk. On the PlayStation 2 or Wii version is probably way worse than the Xbox version.
I heard that was. I heard it was better.
That's why I bought it. It still sucked.
But one thing I like about that version, the Hulk's actually, I don't know, I'm kind of stickler. The Hulk is like 9 feet at that. He's close to 8 feet, but in Ultimate Destruction, he's 12 feet tall.
Hey,
I don't like when Hulk's really that big. I love Ultimate Destruction. It's a fantastic game. I want a sequel to that with Planet Hulk.
Yes.
I still don't want to play that game, but I don't have the console to play it on, so.
It came out for like fucking everything.
Sell
Ultimate
your
Destruction.
blood, Jordan. How many times do we have to tell you?
Wait, what?
Sell your blood.
Yeah, I think I might review. I got Ultimate Spider-Man here, but I don't like that game. I like Spider-Man 2 a lot more.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is like one of my favorite games.
It's just like, how the fuck do you have less content, but you have 2 characters, and this came out a solid year later after Spider-Man 2?
Well, that one did have Down Syndrome Ultimate Venom.
I hate Ultimate Venom in that. Like, the things he says is like, hungry. It's like,
yeah, I got
fuck?
annoyed by that. I remember
just
that
like,
game.
I remember the PS1 version of Spider-Man. He's like, "Hey, Parker, watch the first steps of Tuesday," and he's just cracking jokes type Venom.
Yeah.
But I like that Venom
surf
too.
the web.
I don't buy that. Oh yeah.
I love that.
It just, that's jokey Venom. I don't mind that. I like that. And then we got the newer Spider-Man games that come out every 6 months now, The Edge of Time and Shattered Dimensions.
I heard Shattered Dimensions is actually good.
I'm hearing like they're on the meh level.
The subtitles for the Highlander sequels.
Yeah.
Spider-Man the Sorcerer.
I heard Dimensions was actually good, but I heard Edge of Time sucked because they
That's
like they like shit that game out because that was between Dimensions and the new one about the movie that's coming out next month, which I'm hyped for.
One thing I do love, they did get the '90s voice actor as B99 Spider-Man. I'm like, awesome, that's I love.
He was the noir Spider-Man in the Dimensions one too.
Spider-Man, no one gives a shit about anymore.
Wasn't Neil Patrick Harris in that game?
Yeah, he was the main one, and then Josh Keaton was Ultimate, and then I think the guy from Amazing Friends was...
No, they got Reno Romano. He voiced him in the cartoon and Spider-Man Unlimited. I mean, in the video games and Spider-Man Unlimited.
Wait, let me see.
He voiced Batman.
After voicing
Batman.
Jackie Chan, Batman.
Yeah. He also voiced Revan in Star Wars. He just did his generic, like, what? My turn? Huh? And his battle cries.
Let me see. Voice actor.
Story time with Moralo Evil.
Oh, I love that, don't you? You're so happy. You're so happy I showed you that cartoon.
Just the one with Sean Connery and George Bush is priceless.
You should look up the Forcecast episodes when they have Steven Stanton because he just spitballs for a while, them having a conversation.
I will do that.
with the 3 of them of Sean Connery, President Bush, and Christopher Walken.
You've given me a sort of cocaine to find now. Because I'm almost done on this Doctor Who podcast I found where they cover everything.
So let's see the podcast I listen to, of course, see here, iFanboy. I always love listening to that when I'm playing a superhero video game. I was listening to that when I was grinding in Hulk Ultimate Destruction. It was awesome. Of course, I listen to you, Comic News, when I'm playing video games. And
you listen to the JMC, right?
No. And I have standards.
I forget to watch JMC after a week. I was like, oh shit, I haven't watched that yet, have I? Wait.
The Forcecast, and now I got Penn Jillette's Penn Sunday School. That's great to listen to because Gilbert Gottfried was on it.
But I remember too, I listened to JMC. iFanboy, the Doctor Who podcast I listen to is called Bigger on the Inside.
That's good.
Oh, wow.
I want to start a podcast. I want to start a video game podcast called Fall Damage.
I used to listen to Comic Geek Speak, but I just kept getting behind on it, and it is one of those where there's no real need to just keep watching them continuously. Some of them I didn't even listen to because the subject didn't matter to me. We're going to talk about Ghost Rider in the 90s. I'm shutting off my iPhone.
I love listening to iFanboy, and they're taking quotes from JFK, the movie, Kevin Bacon's character. I'm like, I used to watch a movie all the time with my sister.
I still haven't laughed as hard as when they did the Mark Wahlberg impression about rubbing the blood.
Rub the blood.
Or blood, okay?
Or Ron saying "Cumland."
When they make fun of him for saying Spawn in a thick accent. Spawn. With a thick New Yorker accent.
Oh, that's also up on YouTube. They have all the episodes of Spawn and stuff, so yeah. I love watching that cartoon as a kid, even if I shouldn't have. Parents did not give a shit.
But Goliath's in it, Mama. He's safe. Voice him.
You know, like Spawn, like digging into graves, putting
generation.
maggots into his wounds, putting worms and maggots into his wounds to heal himself, and a vampire succubus thing, and guys getting their fingers chopped off.
Are you telling me that may not be healthy, Jesse?
Seems like a quality entertainment.
And what else I watch? I want another Punisher video game.
A Punisher anything would be great.
I need to get all those trades. Bourne, Welcome Back, Frank. I've read Bourne, but only on scans. That was fucking awesome. Great Vietnam story.
Needs more Punisher with Rocket Raccoon.
They might have that in that space miniseries. You don't know.
That better happen. If not, that miniseries is going to fail if Rocket Raccoon's not in it.
Duke, are you willing to be my microchip?
I saw that. I'm like, I could be Newman. That means Jordan has to be our loony bin Jim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my applesauce back. I love him in that movie.
I don't know what's
I love
going
that
on.
stupid inaudible noise he just uncontrollably makes random. I'm like, oh dear God, they found an actual crazy person. This isn't an actor.
Well, he is crazy. Isn't he married to that 15-year-old?
Who?
The guy that plays Looney Bin Jim.
Bin Jim.
From Punisher Warzone.
No, I haven't seen Punisher Warzone yet.
Oh, Jigsaw has is it his brother?
Mm-hmm.
That's his brother, called Looney Bin Jim, who's just like the most cheese-filled, crazy character that could be in a Punisher movie.
Yeah.
If that's even possible. And he's just this fucking insane thing.
Chews up the scenery.
He chews it up, spits it out, and rapes it.
He chews it up, spits it out into a bird's nest, and he eats the birds.
Yeah. The actor is Doug Hutchinson.
Yeah, that's the guy that's married to like a 16-year-old.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah.
Well, being married.
Yeah.
That's the wrong thing.
Oh dear God, she was born a year after I was. Jesus.
It's weird when I'm looking at porn and I find porn stars I like and I look up their bios and they're born like a year or the year I was. It's like it's weird. I don't know.
And the really creepy part is this is the guy's third wife.
They kept getting too old for him.
And this guy like had a couple bit parts in 24.
He was in Green Mile.
Yeah, he was in
And
Lie
Lost.
to Me, X-Files.
Oh, he played Tombs next fight. I know who you're talking about. That guy, he was that asshole in the Green Mile who fucking electrified that guy without soaking in the sponge. I know who you're talking about.
And he was in
Yeah,
Lost.
but by the time
as
he
a
did
ghost.
Punisher Warzone, he lost his fucking mind.
Exactly.
See here. Oh yeah, here's a list. I probably had this on Twitter, but all the superhero video games of Marvel, because I'm not playing DC because I believe in freedom.
Oh God.
No, because you would probably kill yourself playing Aquaman.
Or yeah, Superman 64. I liked Superman 64 when I was a kid, though I never played the main story. I just fucked around in practice mode, and it was a fun little sandbox experience. I'll say that much.
Oh God.
Wasn't that bad, but I downloaded and I got
DC games.
Quest Probe the Hulk. These are basically like Maniac Mansion or those text adventures for DOS games. The problem is, I'm not a computer gamer at all. I fucking hate PC gaming. Like, I'm not that way. I like consoles. I actually have a soul. I don't like talking about tech. I just want to talk about the game and how it was done and stuff like that.
I got to upgrade my computer to DX800 to run the...
No, there's a major difference. With console gamers, we like to talk about the experience. With PC gamers, they just want to talk about the tech. And we get soulless, unlikable assholes like Lord Cat.
Here's the thing, though. I'm starting to get those questions.
Yeah.
About, like, hey, man, how can I improve my hardware? I'm like, fucker, I don't play these things.
We're geeks, not nerds. That's the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a geek. I'm not that... Like, they're like, but you're a CIT student. Yeah, we're learning how to help people with actual problems. Not why my character's moving 2 seconds slower than I want it to.
Let's see here. We got the Incredible Hulk. For the sakes, doing PC games and did X-Men Wolverine. I'm not going to play in order. I'm going to play when I get the chance or feel like it. And just I don't know. It's a little niche market no one talks about.
Wolverine Adamantium Rage. Yes.
Adamantium Rage!
Fucking this angry video game nerd punches him in the face.
See here, we got good ones I hear.
I love that part, Jordan. My favorite's the part where he tries to smash a can against his head.
Yeah.
He's just like, ow.
Ow.
He punches. What does he punch?
That's why you should know how to crush a can on your head. You're in college.
I think I've done that involuntarily so many times now. I remember one early on in my first quarter of school, like as a student thing, they brought free root beer in a keg.
Yo.
And then I texted on Twitter and Facebook. I'm like, "Hey, I'm drinking root beer out of a keg at school. Is there a problem?" And then someone replied with, "Yeah, you don't do it in the school, you idiot." Like, yes, how dare I drink this totally illegal root beer inside the school building? He's like, exactly. It's like, are you reading the root part? I put root in caps.
Exactly.
And he's just like, how dare you, sir? I respect it. Says the guy who literally said he would fuck Catwoman if he could make her real. My buddy Lance did that.
And she had a baby, she's ruined, so yeah.
However, the girl that he's dating has said the same thing, but with Batman. At least I think she said Batman. She's like, you want Catman? Okay.
Oh, fuck. Kick-Ass the game's on this list. Fuck me.
It's a kick-ass game. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Wasn't it just like a DLC, dude?
I want to do a review of Old Man Logan. Whoever's got the book, please. Because I want to tear into
You're just going to yell at it. I know you.
I'm not going to yell. I really try to abstain from negative reviews. I really do, but I just don't like Mark Millar at all. And I call bullshit of Wolverine killing the X-Men. He can smell the different pheromones of people. He can tell who they are.
That's true.
Because like in the Return of the Phoenix Arc, Kitty Pryde, she gets captured by the Morlocks, and they because Caleb wants to marry her, and so the Morlocks find this girl, kill her. Not Kitty Pryde, different girl. And there's a mutant with the Morlocks has the ability to change people's faces. And he does that, makes it look like Kitty, and so fakes her death, so they could be married. And they find...
I'm still going with the idea that Mysterio probably thought that through and he just didn't state it. But again, that's me making, reasons up.
And they go to the morgue, and they see the body of Kitty, and, all the girl, and, Storm and them are like, oh my god, and Wolverine lights up a cigar in a hospital, and, and he says it's not her, wrong scent. And
I still think you should give if you want one with absolutely none of his cynicism, Superman Red Son, the only asshole in it is Lex Luthor, of course.
So, yeah, normal.
Even as a Russian, Superman's not really an asshole. There's not that... It's actually a very touching story. Marvel in 1985.
I don't know, it's so... I really don't like Mark Millar. He's so mean-spirited. Wolverine comes back to his family after flying the Iron Man suit, and they're dead already, and said, the Hulk's got bored.
I love that image.
I like it. It's really well drawn. I'll give you that. It's a well drawn comedy. It's just things go nowhere with fucking Hawkeye's daughter. That goes nowhere. The Doctor Doom's appearance goes nowhere.
Yeah, and, that was apparent. Because I don't even know if that's getting anywhere, but he's doing Old Man Logan 2.
And
he's
just
apparently going to explain more, at least with Doom.
And I fucking hated what they did with Bruce Banner, because right now, with me getting into Hulk hardcore, I think I'm like teeter-tottering, who's my favorite, Wolverine or Hulk? And Hulk's getting closer, and what they did to Bruce made him into a Nebraskan really
rapist.
Yeah,
you son of a bitch.
That story isn't valid just because a rapist.
I didn't see that, and I for some reason Twitter wasn't working, and it wouldn't let the reply go through.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog,
that was funny. And it just what they did with him made him into a redneck and went insane because of gamma radiation. Just I have always stated Bruce has always been insane. He's just a highly functioning, mentally disabled person.
I don't know. It's one of those things where there's, for all we know, he probably thought of reasons. He just forgot to write it because he's...
And him raping
his Fantastic Four run's worse than that, you think? Because there are times where I read that thinking, okay, there's pages missing.
Yeah.
Because shit's just happening off panel. Like when the fuck did she rob a bank? Like Johnny Storm's new girlfriend robbed a bank, and now she's covered in money. What the hell's going on?
And I really didn't like Kick-Ass either. Just he's a really mean-spirited writer.
Kick-Ass is the
I have not read the comics, but the movie is pretty cool.
I hated the movie.
I like them both.
I couldn't finish it. I said, fuck this.
That translated to me hating the movie because it was a good adaptation of the comics.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense. I fucking almost threw up trying to read the first issue of Nemesis over how fucking boring it was. And how it's the same thing for another 4 issues.
And keep on. Was Civil War horrible? I haven't read like the main story of Civil War. The only thing I've read of that was the Wolverine stories of that.
It's been forever since I've read it. I wouldn't say it's completely terrible. It's a horrendous letdown. Because
I just keep on hearing that all I hear from Civil War is that they just shit over Iron Man and they make him the asshole. That's what I hear.
That's part of it.
Which is luckily all retcon now because none of that matters.
Now that he has a successful movie franchise.
Cap is dead. Shield is back.
Yeah.
Thor's back. Iron Man's not a dick. All that's retcon now. So basically, they will never reference that story ever again.
Yeah. At the moment where Iron Man died, I don't know. I did like the idea of killing Captain America. I like that because he died for his rights and stuff like that. He was a martyr. I like that idea. Is just the whole sacrificing a likable character like Tony and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, they should have gone the Magneto route where I'm doing this because I have to. There's no other way. I want to get Magneto's right T-shirt. I want to get that.
Well, basically that would be Cyclops' right now, because Cyclops is a new Magneto.
Really?
Yeah,
I have no idea what the fuck's going on in X-Men right now.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Someone keeps trying to explain to me, but you shouldn't explain X-Men to people. Because
but I hear Wolverine and the X-Men's doing really good. I heard it's really good.
I hear that. I heard Uncanny's good, which I gave a shot, and I'm just like, no, this is the same kind of thing that's just not for me. It's fine on its own. It's just not my cup of tea.
Wait, Jerky is on.
Yeah.
What? Why is he not
video games
joining?
I gotta do here?
We can start the chat once.
X-Men Mutant Academy. That was an awesome fighting game series.
Come on.
Then we had X-Men The Next Dimension, and we forgot about that.
Yeah, I heard that game is ass.
I keep waiting for Patrick Stewart to show up and point when he says it. The next dimension!
He probably did do the voice.
Isn't that the game where you can play, the fighting game where you can play as Professor X? In the wheelchair?
I've only played X-Men Mutant Academy 2, and with the code you can unlock Professor X in the wheelchair and fight, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, and Spider-Man.
And that was a fun game. It was a really good beat 'em up or fighter. Yeah.
Fucking Professor X.
It's like he's doing these moves, like he's doing these Ryu's hurricane kick. Hurricane kick. That's what he does with the wheelchair in some fight.
Yes.
I want a Tony Hawk game with Professor X now.
Yeah.
Just
But they did have a wheelchair character in like Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Okay, Jerky, as you were saying.
Yes.
Kitty left because her mom was like, I'm going to watch TV. And
Oh, yeah.
she's like, okay.
Oh, guess what came after Hulk Ultimate Destruction? Marvel Nemesis Rise of the
Oh,
Imperfects.
God.
I fucking call bullshit on that game with the opening scene of the Hulk getting knocked out. Oh.
I'm sorry for you that you're gonna have to play that game.
I remember when that game came out and someone tried asking me, like, who are those guys? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I didn't know anything about it.
They're just made up EA characters. And
I know, and it was like, they're obviously just made up characters. He's like, but why? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
He is Down syndrome.
So it was a weird arena type fighter game.
Yeah.
It was 3-dimensioning.
Like assholes, like Spider-Man didn't, like, you acted like fucking dick.
It's just, yeah. And it has those stupid type Mortal Kombat finishers where it kills the person.
Yeah.
I don't like fighters like that. I don't like fighters where they kill a person. I like them, they knock out or whatever.
It only
to
works
the character.
Friendship.
Or just with Mortal Kombat, it's that very much that level. It's at that same level of trying to be mature, but it's actually juvenile type violent game. I don't really dig.
I don't really think that. I think Mortal Kombat knows it's fucking goofy.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm still curious because they did make a tie-in like with the imperfect characters.
Yeah,
that was written by Greg Pak.
Jay Lee did the art, and one thing I find funny, I love his art.
No,
It's glossy. And
some guy that no one's ever heard of did the art.
Well, he did the game concept art and the game like character select art, stuff like that, and the comic book video sequences, like the background stories of the Imperfects and the characters. The big thing, funny thing about Jay Lee, he draws all of his women; they all look Asian.
I like where this is going. I mean,
you want She-Hulk to be Asian?
No, Asian.
Asian She-Hulk.
She'd be yellow.
No, she'd just be slightly tinter. She'd still be green, just a sickly green.
Yeah. And what came after that? Oh yeah, Fantastic Four, where it was basically
we just lost our one Asian fan.
They apologize.
They don't
know.
Jerky, this is the hour-long pre-chat.
Yeah. And let's see here. What came after that? Let's see here. The fuck was I?
X-Men: The Official Game. I hated that game.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Hate that game.
That's
the worst game I've ever played.
I liked what they did with Nightcrawler. I liked the sequences. I hate what they did with Wolverine. They just made him a clusterfuck of beat 'em up, and they made Iceman into just flying levels.
I couldn't even finish that game for the fucking achievements, and I'm like an achievement whore. I borrowed it from a friend. I'm like, okay, this game is fucking dog shit.
I got bored.
Oh, let's go back a couple. The Punisher 2005
I heard that
game
was good.
It's good. It's good. It has lots. Tom Jane did the voice acting.
Yeah,
he did a great job. There's a great opening sequence, which I think rivals Rorschach's sequence in the beginning of Watchmen. His little like anecdote. Thing, like his opening narration, and it's done great. My problem with the game is its point system, because very much like God of War, it does this quasi RPG type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what it did with that, you kill guys, you get points, and there's interrogation things. And when you kill a guy in an interrogation, you lose points. And when you kill 2 guys in a row, it multiplies. If you get hit, you lose that multiplication. The thing is, when you go back to your home base. You get those points, but the problem is you can't retract back those levels and grind for points. You can't grind. So you have to do each level perfectly to get the upgrades.
That's pretty fucking good.
I know. So I turned the cheats on, and I played it. And it had a pretty good story. It was fun. It had great cameos by Iron Man, but yeah, Tony Stark, and not Iron Man, but Nick Fury. White Nick Fury.
He's going to become a distant memory.
Yeah, Nick Fury, and they had. It was a fun game, great story. The thing, it was a weird amalgam of the 2004 movie because they talk about Vietnam, but Billy Russo, aka Jigsaw, is actually it was actually Saint's son, the guy who put the bomb in his hand. And he survived that explosion and became Jigsaw. And the final boss thing is that Jigsaw makes his own suit of Iron Man armor, and you have to fight him.
What?
Yeah.
That's going to be the part that Iron Man.
But one of the funnest things in that game is the fight with the Russian, because it does like pace from the film, them fighting in the apartments, and it's just a great scene. Next, Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
I love
Best
that
game ever.
That's the game that got me into comics.
Yeah, that first introduced me to Deadpool and many other obscure.
I got introduced to Deadpool that way too. All I could say was, "Let's never play as that guy again."
Yeah, and
well, that was my brother's reaction. That was my brother's reaction.
What?
He was
the
a good
best
game.
character in the game.
My brother hated him so much.
Okay.
I need to get the. I want to get the
Brother
downloaded. Yeah.
Oh, I got the characters. The best characters were Deadpool, Cap, Iron Man, Hawkeye, and Cyclops.
Yeah, those are downloadable characters.
Yeah.
The last two ones there. I didn't get. I only played on the original Xbox of it. I didn't get the
360.
current gen ones. I will eventually, but I just want to play as Hulk and just Hulk through the whole game.
He wasn't that good. In Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, he was a fucking beast. Not in that one.
Yeah, and that because Thing has Thunderclap. He's fucking stealing Hulk. I'm like.
Also, he is like that fucking growing thing you hate. He grows in that one for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like the Hulk should always be like 7, 8 feet tall.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Then we have Spider-Man Battle for New York. Never played it. Spider-Man 3 I played a bit. I enjoyed it. It was Spider-Man 2 except.
I played the 360 version. It was okay. I never beat all the lizard missions. That shit was hard.
Yeah. Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. It's basically like the same engine that Marvel Ultimate Alliance and X-Men Legends. But the funny thing is about those games, you can only play 2 characters at a time, except the whole 4.
No.
What?
Yeah. Well, you could. Aren't there parts where you can switch in between them? They only made it a 2-player game, though. Yeah. Even on 4-player systems, it's just a 2-player game.
Yeah. And we have Ghost Rider, which I heard was good. I played the Game Boy Advance version. I really enjoyed it. It's basically
it's just 6 hours of petting Sam Elliott's mustache.
you trimming and combing it with your flaming chains.
And every once in a while, Walter from The Big Lebowski shows up and talks about Vietnam.
Yeah.
Jerky, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That being able to play 2 of the Fantastic Four is like, yeah, I have an awesome idea. Yeah, but play as all 4 Fantastic Four members? Fuck no. 2. That's all you need.
2 at a time, not 4 at a time. That's stupid.
We're gonna play as Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, the worst 2 members too.
No, we're gonna play Herbie and Namor.
Hey, those are the best character in Fantastic Four. Herbie and shit.
I would love to play as Herbie.
Oh, Herbie and Franklin Richards.
Yeah. Does Franklin have any powers?
Apparently he's OP as fuck. Like, if you tapped into his true potential, he'd be like one of the most powerful characters in Marvel.
Well, what's his powers?
Franklin is like god powers.
Yeah.
Basically, like he could tremble the world just by like blowing a snot bubble if you're not careful.
Of course, I haven't played any of the tie-in movie titles. Web of Shadows, I heard, was meh.
It was okay.
I
love the Wolverine
voice.
stuff.
His Spider-Man's voice was fucking horrible, but Wolverine was voiced by Steve.
Speaking of horrible Spider-Man voices, Ultimate Spider-Man, he sounds such a whiny twerp.
Yeah, that's the kid from Foster's Home. He voiced Spider-Man in it.
Oh, X-Men Origin Wolverine, I played that on the Wii. I liked it.
I heard the Wii one would suck. You haven't played a true Wolverine game until you played the PlayStation or Xbox One.
I'm sorry, I don't like. I'm not digging the photorealistic graphics.
It's not for the graphics; it's for everything else.
Yeah, I know. I should know. I heard was just a generic first-person shooter. Superhero Squad I beat and reviewed. It was okay. It's for little kids
game.
Ultimate Alliance. I haven't played that yet. I'll get that for the Wii.
I like it more than the first one because like more of the characters are good. But the first one is better because it got me in the comics and shit.
Oh, I want to go back to Incredible Hulk. There's system exclusive costumes, and I think the PS3 version has Red Hulk.
No. That was just, if you bought it at GameStop for some reason, you get the Hulk.
Oh
I
yeah.
had him.
One of them's the Maestro.
Yeah, you get. I'm pretty sure you got Grey Hulk.
Yeah, and one Planet Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk always has to have gladiatorial armor. It always makes him look cooler.
I remember because my buddy of mine, who, like a lot of people, hated Red Hulk at the time.
Yeah.
He's in
begged
Superhero
them
Squad.
not to
That
put
shocked
Hulk
me.
in the game.
Yeah.
Please don't, man. I will love you forever. Don't. It's like, dude, just live with it. No, I won't.
For some reason, that game had fucking multiplayer. I played it once. I was like, this is the most stupid shit of all time. Like, you had to like destroy buildings in a set amount of time. I was like, what the fuck?
It's like that fast ass.
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Sounds like that'd be fun for 5 seconds.
Yeah, it was fun for 5 seconds, and I was like, okay, this is done. And then I sold it back to the stupid game stuff.
Yeah, that's why I did the Wolverine's X-Men Origins Wolverine. That's before I was doing the whole reviewing bit. So I gotta rebuy that.
Just do it off of memory. Don't waste the money.
Yeah, that's why I basically did.
And then he
with,
could use it for Pac-Man.
So, Wolverine
Pac-Man
is
Roll
yellow
2.
in this game. He's in his costume.
Yeah.
Wolverine has to fight these 4 ghosts while getting power pellets. No, I'm sorry, pellets full of rum. Or whiskey.
What other games here? What other ones? Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Thor, I heard, was a piece of shit. I heard it was just but I heard the DS version's the best one because it's just a straight up action game, platformer.
Sega, oh, why do you suck so much, man?
Because they're Sega.
Yeah,
They don't care.
I heard the Cap game was decent.
Yeah, I heard the Captain America game was decent, but I heard it's
I always fuck with King about Sega and stuff. It just it has my problem with Sonic and stuff. It has potential. It doesn't live up to it. It just does these mind-boggling things that don't make sense, like having currency as your health.
I heard the last one that came out like in November was good. I played a demo for it. It's like the only other Sonic game besides 2 that I liked. I might get it when it's like cheap.
Oh. The only time I really truly liked Sonic was in the Archie comics, the old Freedom Fighter and Underground War thing I liked.
Wait. I like the fucking 90s show because of Pingus and because Urkel voiced Sonic.
Yeah.
And now he hosts a stupid game show on the Sci-Fi Channel. Still not as dumb as Scare Tactics, but pretty dumb.
Thor: God of Thunder, Captain America, Spider-Man: Edge of Time, X-Men: Destiny. I'm interested in.
I heard that game sucked.
I heard it too, but
Tori GNR1 loathed that game with the heart of 1,000 suns.
Yeah. Why would you make a fucking X-Men game? You don't play as the X-Men. You play as fucking new characters.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that pissed him off. Like, they mentioned, you get to be your own custom character. He hated the fact that, no, we're just 2 plain stock characters you can do very little with.
It's that Western RPG mindset is that I have to create my own character and it's about me. With Japanese RPGs, it goes that we have set characters, you take control of them, and you go along with the story. That's why I like RPG.
Huh? He wasn't excited
This
about
is
it.
America.
This is Merca.
Yeah, like Merca.
No, here's the thing, though, Jerky. Every time you think of that, I think of the worst-looking Doctor Who monster of all time, the Merca. Jesse, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay,
the fume paint monster.
The costume that they literally... The paint on it literally didn't dry before they started to use it for filming. And at least one of the guys had to go to the hospital because of the fucking paint fumes and studio lights.
How do you spell this? How do you spell this?
I'll find it for you right now. Hold on.
Okay, find it for me.
Is that Merka?
No, it's MY.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. Not for this thing. It's different.
Let's see your other video games. You have The Amazing Spider-Man.
That's coming out, and I'm hyped as hell. It's basically the spiritual successor to Spider-Man 2 with some like element from the Batman Arkham games in it. It's looking pretty awesome.
Tenshu Batman. That's what I
Is
like
this
to call
it?
Hold on. Send it and let's see here. Fuck yeah, that is.
It looks like a dick.
That's a toy. That toy looks far better than the costume. That's a pretty good representation of it. Yes, it has the ass of a fucking Humvee, but the costume looks worse.
It looks like a penis.
I found the one with
Looks
the
like a retarded fish minotaur.
That's the one with the costume.
What other games we got here?
And this story, by the way, is the most loathsome story in Doctor Who history.
The Warriors of the Deep.
Yes, Warriors of the Deep.
Is the doctor pregnant?
No.
Well, male seahorses get pregnant. Not the
That
female.
ass, man.
That ass murdered, I swear to God, a soldier tried attacking it, and then the thing, like, turned around too fast, and it knocked the guy down, and he never got up. We never saw that guy get up, so I just assumed the Badunka-Dunk monster murdered him.
Dunkin' monsters are the best type of monster.
That's literally what he's called. Like, fans nicknamed him the Badunka-Dunk creature. God, that's...
There are Doctor Who video games on like the Wii and stuff. They're just like clip show things. I hear.
No, they're like online DLC games.
Oh yeah.
They're really boring puzzle things. Really, you're just walking around solving puzzles.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do. The Doctors, that'd be hard to do into a video game because they turned fucking Star Trek into a first person shooter. You
can't really do that with a guy who doesn't like to carry guns.
With the Doctor, I think you can.
We made you no harm.
With Doctor Who, I think you can do like an LA noir and have dialogue situations and little puzzle solving and stuff like that.
That's what those adventure things are. They're supposed to be puzzle solving, but it's those things where you have to go to a computer panel and then solve a really repetitive, simple thing that a 5-year-old could figure out because they're made for kids.
Pong.
Hey, that's a complex game.
And the thing, and the even worse part is, there's one called like the Blood of the Cybermen.
Oh yeah.
Which is one of the coolest titles ever because they don't bleed, but okay. These guys don't bleed. They bleed like motor oil, but okay.
Transformers bleed. Energon.
No, and then
if you've seen any of the new comic stuff, like their blood's like fluorescent purple.
Damn it, we should have drinking that purple drink. But the cool part about it is the Cybermen just have these little like creature things.
Purple drink? What are you, Jon Stewart? He's a great
it's I'm thinking of that. A big part of rap music is some rappers drink cough syrup, pure cough syrup. Like
oh yeah, skittling. That's what it's called. I've tried it before. It's I'd rather smoke pot.
The best part is the guy who kind of like brought attention to it was a DJ, and then someone asked, "Oh, where is he now?" He's like, "Oh, he died about a decade ago from cough syrup."
If any of you care, Tsunami.
Oh, you mean anime Adult Swim that happens to have Tom introducing it?
Yeah, basically.
Or all the 5 of you that don't torrent your anime. Or don't watch Mega Video like I used to.
Wait, where's Steve Blum talking? Why is anime on instead of Steve Blum talking? I thought this was all about Steve Blum talking. I don't like where this is going.
This doesn't bother me as much as you guys, because I don't really watch that much anime besides Dragon Ball and Fist and North Star.
I don't watch any.
I don't want. Yeah.
Tsunami has returned.
I gotta read more manga. I gotta read.
It's not Tsunami at all. Yeah, it's returned.
Knights of the Zodiac. I gotta read that because I love my shonen stuff. Any fighting stuff I'm happy about.
I don't have a TV.
Should we start the chat after 90 minutes?
I don't know.
Chris?
Gorilla penis.
Let me look at the giant Hulk-size list. Dude, we spent an hour talking about something that wasn't even a fucking topic.
We're
doomed.
This chat is going to be 5 hours long.
Spun off.
It's gonna be the Lord of the Rings of chat.
It's gonna be the King Kong of chat.
Jordan will be Smeagol.
That's one of her favorite movies, King Kong.
I can't. One time I tried to watch that movie. I fell asleep like as soon as he got on the island. I woke up, he was dead, and it went to the credits. Like literally, I'm not even making it up. I woke up, he was dead on the streets, and it went to credits. I was like, okay.
I like Peter Jackson's King Kong, how he portrays black people.
I love the fact that you can buy the extended version of that movie for $3 at Big Lots. And I remember seeing that same set for like $30 at Walmart when it came out.
I saw that at an IMAX. I remember one of my friend's birthdays, we went to see Peter Jackson's King Kong at at our city's IMAX, and it was pretty good.
I think I did too. I can't remember.
I think that was like the last IMAX movie I saw. I can't remember.
The only IMAX movie I ever saw was this stupid zoo thing for like The Fish of the Past or some bull crap.
Yeah, we saw that too. I saw something, The Fish of the Past or something like that, narrated by Johnny Depp.
I saw like when I was a little kid, I saw.
I saw Super 8 in IMAX.
Low-key.
I wish there was fucking IMAX.
I have yet to see that movie.
Same.
Me too.
It was okay.
Super 8.
Is the number 8 featured at all?
Yeah,
Sort of.
Okay.
As brought to you by the letter Y.
Yes.
But
It turns out it's
was,
just a Sesame Street promotion.
I really don't care for anything that J.J. Abrams has ever touched. I don't.
lens flares.
I fucking drink it. Take a shot of fucking whiskey and watch Star Trek.
I actually went to a store today, and you know how when they'll have TVs, they'll have playing the same movie. They were all playing Star Trek, and they have those. They have like some of the HD TVs where the picture's moving really fast and annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Damn ADD. It's like if I'm convinced my mom will buy that, and it eventually annoy the living hell out of her. But I can't stand looking at the picture like that.
Yeah, I was in Walmart too, and they were basically they had Star Trek 09 on a loop.
Not to mention seeing a wall of very old Leonard Nimoy in HD staring at you scares the hell out of me. The Grim Reaper! Oh, it's just Leonard Nimoy in HD. It's Leonard Nimoy!
Be nice to Galvatron.
Nah.
Okay.
I got it. But speaking of IMAX, I find it weird of what some movie theaters call IMAX.
Like Jane Austen and Chimpanzee Adventure or whatever.
Because, the only place here where you can see a true IMAX film is if it's like a
Jane
scientific nature documentary.
Yeah.
I wish there was an IMAX.
Anything else is just, we have a weird curved screen.
Dude, I heard Avengers in IMAX was like a real IMAX theater was amazing.
Yeah.
Like I heard, like one of my friends saw it, and he's like, when the Hulk roared, it like literally shook the theater. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
If you ain't in a dome, you ain't got shit.
I think Lou Ferrigno does an okay job as the Hulk. It's just too bad he sounds like a deaf person because he's deaf.
They did he wasn't directly the Hulk in that one. They combined him, Ruffalo, and like a bunch of animals apparently.
And Ed Norton, the most dangerous.
Is that so hard to hire Fred Taglescorn?
Yeah, they should have just got him since he's Hulk in every fucking
just
thing
him
else.
in green paint.
Yeah,
wearing he's dressed like comic book guy.
he's a fat guy too, so it would have been hilarious.
He is, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Dude, he is really good. He can do like any Hulk.
You replied to me on Twitter. I feel good.
I got replied to Steve Blum. It made my life.
Oh, I have a question. Did you at least try to tell him? Because I'm glad Tsunami's back in a way, but he began to fucking drive me insane with every waking second.
He needs that free money every week, man.
Okay, fine. Like, I'm glad it's back. I understand your cause. But I'm just like, I don't want to unfollow you, Bloom.
I literally only supported that because of him, because his voice is awesome.
Yeah, he does a good job as Wolverine. I also like, I always forget his name, the 90s.
Yeah, nice. He's good, but I like Bloom better, because...
I like Bloom too, yeah. Oh yeah, it's surprisingly, like a couple weeks ago, me and my sister smoked a joint and sat down and watched Hulk vs. Wolverine, and she loved it. She liked it. And every time Deadpool said something, she's like, shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
She
an
thought he was annoying.
With him, not to be mean, but just if you would interact with Deadpool.
And she was watching when Wolverine and Hulk were fighting, and she was like, oh shit, when like Wolverine jumped on Hulk's back and just fucking sank his claws into him. She, because like a lot of people are non-comic readers, she thinks it's, for kids.
Dude, a Hulk versus Wolverine movie in fucking real life would make so much money.
Yeah. And I love that movie. It's a great film. I love what they did. Lady Deathstrike's boobies are fantastic.
I've actually watched that one a couple times. I couldn't watch Thor versus.
And she laughed so hard where Wolverine picked up Lady Deathstrike and had her by the arms, and she screams and he screams back. I love that.
No, it's another thing. We can't have Wolverine's actual first appearance in movie form.
Sadly.
And rips out her arms out of her sockets, and she's like, "What?" My sister says, "What the fuck is she?" I'm like, "She's a cyborg, I think."
I don't know anything about that.
That threw
She
me
doesn't
off because
feel
I knew
pain.
nothing about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch. I only watched Thor versus Hulk like once because that movie really fucking biased.
I still can't believe that when Thor came out, they sold it separately.
I like Hulk vs. Thor. I like a bit more because it deals a lot more with Banner, and I go to tears every time Banner's dead and he's happy. Oh, that's fucking horrible.
I mean, it was better
that is harsh.
but Hulk, it was too fucking OP for Hulk. Like, Thor didn't put up.
Hulk's strongest one there is.
Yeah, but Thor should put up.
It's that same bullshit excuse. Batman can do it because he simply is Batman. He's a 1%er. He can do anything.
That's one thing I liked about Avengers. Thor, it's like one of the first times out of anything outside of comics, Thor actually won a fight against Hulk.
He didn't really win. It's Hulk left.
He didn't get his ass kicked. He didn't have to get his ass kicked. Most of the time, Thor gets his ass kicked by Hulk.
Well, the whole thing, Hulk wasn't in control. If Loki was in control and he was, focusing, he's being tactful with the Hulk,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I still like how Thor didn't get his ass kicked by Hulk.
Just one thing I didn't like about that movie was Hulk's character design with that fucking wet, long hair all the time.
Hulk just got out of shower.
I do like Hulk with long hair, just how it was portrayed. It just looked like fucking emo hair.
Right, are you talking about Incredible Hulk or Avengers?
Oh, he's very angsty.
Hulk versus
Hulk
versus Thor. And I didn't like his hair. That's my only play. Hulk's hair looks horrible,
Damn your hair, Hulk. Damn it to hell.
Everything else I loved. I loved the Loki relationship with Thor. I loved the love triangle between Thor and Sif and Green Tits and the Sorceress.
Anyone else wasn't thinking what Jesse's thinking.
And I just fucking go to tears. I think smoking pot lately has made me more sensitive. I don't know why. I went to tears every time that scene.
Of this conversation.
It just when he's dead and he's happy. He's up there somewhere in Canada because we're great, and he has a wife and a kid, and just he's happy. He's better off dead.
Chris, do you approve of all of this references to pot?
Sure, why not?
So I just smoke it when my dad does.
It's funny because we make fun of Chris, and he's probably only smoked weed like twice.
Yeah,
it's probably true.
Daily, I guess. Yeah,
I'm poor.
Well, not today.
So is my brother. Nothing's stopping him.
Yeah.
So,
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
I'm not doing anything, guys.
Just guys, hang on. I gotta go eat.
Joker, stop singing.
Jerky keeps singing, you beautiful man.
Don't stop me now.
Why you do this, Jerky?
Because he's the man.
Sure.
You. Welcome to another exciting random edition of JMC Chat. I'm Jerky Chid, and I'm online now, therefore we're starting this shit. And we're here with special guest Jadennova, who's joining Jordan, Dark Shows 55,
Hello.
Duke,
I am here.
and CC Scorsese.
I'm gonna have to edit 5 hours, guys.
What's all this about, from Jadennova?
He's the only Canadian here. We don't need to do that.
If Matt and Martin were here, you could do that.
Oh God, too many Canadians. No me gusta.
I have a feeling someone would be dead. And that's
That'd be
only
serious.
because Jordan would probably start doing a really bad accent. That doesn't sound Canadian, more like what a German guy thinks a Canadian guy sounds like. Or even farther down the translation. Like he went to Babelfish, found some Japanese text, and then put it through like 5 other languages, and then finally back to English.
We go to a house, yeah?
Exactly. Yeah, where's that Canadian bacon in the poozers?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I want to watch the Red Green Show.
Konnichiwa.
Okay, again.
So, within the official chat, I managed to stop Jordan in a minute. Wow, that's a record. I demand a medal. No? Okay, fine. I demand a congratulations.
It has gold star.
I'll
Fair
give you
enough.
a bag of jerky.
Jerky, this bag is... Oh, I get it. He gave me the empty bag. Oh, and Jadenova's back. We kind of started because...
Hi.
Yeah, he's here.
I had
Jess,
to take a poop.
we kind of started the intro, but we haven't started talking yet. So,
What?
what's on the agenda,
Oh my
fellas?
Oh God, no.
Superhero video games.
We already did
Not that.
Yeah.
Bacon flavored beef jerky. I has it.
Bacon flavored vodka and prostitutes from Russia.
Seems legit.
Yes.
I don't know
Charlie
why
Sheen
you
seems legit.
I don't know why you would want to fuck a bear, but okay.
And Christopher Nolan is smelly.
Hey.
He didn't say if it was a bad smell.
It
smell like
smells like a
flowers.
god.
Like it smells like gasoline mixed with cooking oil. So he's fine.
I like both those things.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jadennova, and I do things. I review things. Try to do. All my 76 subscribers. And hopefully this will be a gateway to whore myself out.
No one
And,
knows us.
We'll
Yeah.
allow you to do this.
And I'm good friends with Dukaloops, and I don't know who the fuck the rest of you people
We
are.
bullshit a whole half hour about Daleks.
And I like comic books. I'm a geek, fledged geek. I'm not good technically wise anyway. I like to talk about philosophy and other shit with superheroes, and let's get this underway.
And he loves prostitutes.
Yes.
And herbal supplements.
Yeah. Kind of a stoner.
Supplements.
A little bit.
I'm Chris, and I approve this message.
Jordan, you sound like you were doing a drunk impression of something.
Yeah,
Not Cece. Like you were trying to do
I hold my nose every time I talk.
Well, you see, Jordan's trying to do an impression, and he's no good. He needs to go back to school, Rudy, the cable, and zipping and zopping and the drilling, the ghost dad.
Who's fucking with their headphones? Because it's driving me
That's
nuts.
Totally not me.
It's Jordan.
It's not me. I'm not picking. I'm not.
Imagine Bill Cosby as a Green Lantern. It'd be nothing but pudding pops and sweaters.
I will defeat you, Sinestro, with pudding.
like he makes a construct of a giant sweater that wraps around Sinestro.
You will feel warm.
I'll need a fan art of this. Duke, you have the fans.
You have the fans. You have the
The
resources.
only guy who would produce this fan art is Chris, and unless Chris is willing to do this,
Chris,
Yeah, he makes fan art of a low point of semi-machine guns and dew point of dew point of cape. That was the extreme weather joke, which I'm happy you retweeted. I was
Chris, your next assignment: Green Lantern, Bill Cosby, constructing a giant sweater to attack Sinestro. Go.
Can there be a
And Bill
giant...
Cosby is he's supposed to have the mask, because I don't want the
Give him a
giant.
mask.
I want a mask. I don't want none of this fucking white eye Jon Stewart shit with a goatee.
Can there be a giant can of new Coke?
Damn right there should be.
Did he support New Coke? Did he endorse
Yes.
that back in the day? I didn't know that.
And he should be
That's like his
ashamed.
second biggest thing next to Puddin' Pops.
Puddin' Pops. Never had a Puddin' Pop, but I like snack packs.
I don't know if those exist anymore.
I'm like the only person that eats like vanilla snack packs. I don't like anything else.
So how about that boatload of news?
Okay, well, go back to your listing, Chris.
Hey, Chris, you and me are so going to see G.I. Joe 2 this summer, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it next month. So awesome.
Can't wait to see
I
Snake
know,
Eyes.
right? With the posters and the toys and the TV ad I saw.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
there's
and-
actually been a TV ad?
Well, no, my local station played the trailer clip.
Jordan, you ruined it. You soiled it.
You
Soiled
motherfucker.
it! Soiled it! Soiled it! Soiled it!
Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, I can't wait for this. It's so happening. Anyone want to try and ruin my good mood?
Hasbro troll face.
I'm so happy that this doesn't affect me at all, because I don't give a shit about G.I. Joe at all.
You don't even like Snake Eyes?
I
Snake Eyes is awesome.
I don't know.
I could give honestly I could give a
Put him
shit
in
about-
anything and he'd
I
fit.
just never really got into G.I. Joe thing. I'm not anti-military at all. I just don't give a shit.
I could honestly give a rat's ass about anyone except Snake Eyes, Cobra Commander, and Storm Shadow. Like, I don't
Just,
give a fuck about anyone else, just those three.
I just have
May
no
be
interest
shocking,
in
but I don't
G.I.
give a
Joe
shit about
whatsoever.
Duke.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna
Duke
die in
doesn't
the
give a
movie
shit
anyway.
about Duke.
He's gonna die in the movie anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, Duke, the white-bread American circumcised ultimate soldier.
No,
I'm
the
going to know
cardboard
him
box.
better. I'm going to know him better as Magic Mike this summer, for all I know. Channing fucking.
I don't know. I just I have no affection or whatsoever to that. I don't like military-based things that much. Besides,
Battleship.
some of my two favorite franchises is Godzilla and the Incredible Hulk. Surprisingly, I don't give a shit about the military.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The only military thing I like is in Star Wars, the clones and the Empire. I like the look. I like the look of the suit. It's interesting. It's that kind of cool type faceless militarized thing. They're not bullshitting about individualism. They just do what they're doing, and the armor's awesome.
I like puppies.
I like puppies. Well, I don't know. If you're
hold
Korean,
that on-
you like
hold on
you like
to that
puppies
dream.
as a side dish, but yeah.
Insert Kang
Boogie.
reference here.
You okay, Jerky? Because we could always send you a fine wine to go with your meal. I mean, pet.
A nice
So
can.
yeah.
Look at these loafers made from gophers.
So to those
I don't know the Mr. Burns song, when Simpsons was funny.
looking forward to G.I. Joe J Train, you're gonna have to wait 10 more months or 9 more months or whatever.
9 months. Or...
I don't even get why they delayed that long. Why didn't they just delay to like August? Does it really take that long to make shitty 3D effects?
Hey, Battleship, how's that failing going? They're not saying it, but that's obviously why. Since that movie
Is the with I'm sorry, let's go back to G.I. Joe quick. Are they done filming or are they just in post production?
yeah,
Are they just doing
yeah,
touch-ups?
It's
Yeah.
gonna come out next month.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna do 3D because
Doing a transition 3, I don't think it takes that long.
I know.
It doesn't.
Just-
That's what I'm saying.
I think
Unless
it's
you
all
want it
marketing
good.
plan for a Bruce Willis month. First Die Hard 5, and in that movie, Bruce Willis. Fuck yeah.
You also have that time travel movie with him and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That
Oh, yeah.
movie actually looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
I haven't seen anything of that.
Super.
What they're doing is they're adding more Bruce Willis scenes.
More Bruce Willis, the better.
No, they're just gonna cut random Bruce Willis scenes from not even action movies of Bruce Willis into the movie. Like you're gonna see like Death Becomes Her.
Yippee-ki-yay,
Bruce
Cobra
Willis.
Commander.
This may be a faux pas, but my favorite Bruce Willis movie is The Fifth Element.
Damn right. High five, man.
I love that movie. That's the type of futuristic thing I like. It's very much that, I don't know, kind of Star Wars, but science fiction where it's a laxed future.
As long as we blow up Chris Tucker in the scenes we steal from The Fifth Element.
He was so subtle in that role, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was about as subtle as putting your dick in a blender full of nails, Jesse.
That seems pretty fun.
I just want those chambers that make you go to sleep instantly, like in the airport scene.
No, you just want to be in a chamber with Mila Jovovich, which
Yes.
you can't blame you, but...
I'm sorry she has to be forced into every Resident Evil movie.
Me and Chris were just talking about that earlier.
She's in the game, look at my wife.
Super in the movie and
Does she ever dress up in normal clothes around him, or does she have to dress up like Alice every time now? Just in general.
It's like I don't even give a shit about the Resident Evil franchise because after the first game you realize, hey, Umbrella, they're not really a trustworthy pharmaceutical company now, are they?
They are.
They're only slightly less trustworthy than Johnson & Johnson.
That's why I like Silent Hill more. It's more psychological. It's your personal hell and whatnot. It just with Alice, they just pulled out their ass of Mary Sue and went with it.
Hey, look, it's the Resident Evil because it's zombies and we have the Umbrella logo. See, Resident Evil.
Silent Hill.
Though go to game trailers and look up the Resident Evil history, and it's fucking convoluted. It goes back to like 1962, where these two company founders found this disease in Africa, and they built from that, and it just goes on. And it's interesting. I give them credit for putting that much effort into the stories. Just we get these shit movies.
No, the games. The movies they don't exist. We're just talking about hypothetical movies.
I'm Paul W.S. Anderson.
I fucked up Alien vs. Predator, even though it should have been a really good movie.
I made the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, he did AVP.
I actually like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat probably one of the best superhero.
Mortal Kombat
video
probably
game
the only
movies.
movie where he doesn't get that much shit for it.
That's the only.
I like that one. Like people are bitching. Oh, it's not violent enough. It's I don't know. With Mortal Kombat, it has just this inherent silliness with gore.
Its rivals are the Street Fighter movie, which is only good because of M. Bison, Tomb Raider, fucking Prince of Persia, Silent Hill. I watched that movie a couple of weekends.
Let's see here. Good video game movies. Fuck me.
None of them.
Super Mario isn't perfect.
Jerky? No.
There's probably some animated shorts or something.
Aladdin.
Oh yeah, no.
That game was
Aladdin.
If you go to
Super Nintendo version's the best.
I legitimately love that game as a kid. The Aladdin game for the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, I sure that was a really good.
Of course, people always get their shit in the tie knot. Oh, the Sega version's better. You get a sword. I'm sorry. I'm actually comfortable with my penis. I don't need a sword.
No, if you get into like animated movies, there's some good animated game movies, but I think.
Oh yeah. How could I forget Street Fighter 2, the animation? That and Akira got me into anime because my brother, me being a little kid, 5 or whatnot, and it's like went to the video store. Oh, look, cartoons. These are for kids, and popped out Akira and Street Fighter 2, the uncensored version where they say shit every other word, and Chung-Li nuke scene. Yeah, that was awesome. Great 90s sound. Great 90s soundtrack.
Didn't have ghosts.
Oh, and I seen Street Fighter Alpha was okay.
And watching it with my grandparents.
Jerky, there's something wrong with your mic right now. You're sort of lower than usual.
And then there was Street Fighter 2, the animated show.
Which was only good for in Bison again. What is up with Bison?
Of course.
Street Fighter 2 V was okay. It was just a fucking slow show. Like for a show.
I think Jerky got mauled by a bear, and the bear took over his computer.
Jesus.
That literally sounded like a fucking cartoon bear.
Easy.
My picnic basket, oh mighty one. I promise I'll be good.
Hey, boo, I'm gonna use this computer.
Hey, boo, you should steal all his shit.
Hey, boo, what about our movie a couple years ago?
Last year.
It feels like it happened years ago. Like
Hey,
it was.
boo-boo.
Hey, boo boo! How could Justin Timberlake do a good voice of you? That still freaks me out.
Yeah, I know. That is so scary.
I really don't give a shit about Hanna-Barbera characters that much, except Snagglepuss.
No. So.
Alright, so what I remember about Street Fighter 2 movie.
Battleship.
Yes.
So, Duke, because that bombed, we're not gonna get our Monopoly movie?
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me get in the right place here. Let me just go to the back of my room. Get on my knees. No!
We're sorry, Bruce Willis. You can't play Mr. Monopoly.
That hurt.
Who needs Monopoly movie when you have Ace Ventura 2 in that scene?
Oh, God.
Not the movie, you're right. Not to mention, I've always said to myself playing Monopoly, we need Jim Carrey appearing out of a rhino's anus.
Okay,
So it's like you hate it. And look.
Animal Planet, please. Thank you,
Cannot be heard now.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, someone I knew went to Battleship.
Yeah, I just saw that.
And Chris, when they mentioned in Brad mentioned in one of the midnight screening videos how they CGI'd a horse, and then my friend instantly thought of, because we all know horses are mythical creatures that can't be captured in life.
I'm sorry,
man. Haven't you seen My Little Pony?
Of course.
Of course, there's no horse.
Did Liam Neeson really say they sunk my battleship?
I don't think he did, according to him.
Lame.
Did it have anything at all to do with
Like the
Battleship?
awful Asylum version had that guy say it, and they weren't even allowed to call their movie Battleship. Because they were calling it American Battleship.
Okay,
The only good thing of Battleship I heard is that they actually used a real veteran in the film. That's about
the
it.
thing is, Battleship, the real movie, looks like an Asylum version of Transformers. Except they got good at, like, being named actors in it.
I don't know, when I saw that, I said,
They had
what the fuck is
Liam
Master
Neeson
Chief
in
doing
it.
in here?
After that, they had Rihanna, Taylor Kitsch, and a bunch of other people.
Liam Neeson was only in there for 5 minutes.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking A, goddamn.
Fuck this, I'm doing the gray now.
Like, literally, why would they think that'd be a good idea for a movie? Why?
They should have just made, like, Saving Private Ryan, but with Battleship.
Yeah. But then that would have been generic, and still, it probably would have done better. It would have probably got maybe a better review. But
Nah, it probably just would have been a generic war movie.
well, this is just a generic alien invasion movie. So.
Which makes, to be fair, at least generic war movie makes total sense with Battleship. I never once said, we need aliens in this game.
Insert alien guy. Aliens.
It's basically that very much that just that auto-processed of Hollywood bullcrap like Stealth was. The boardroom meeting of Stealth was that, imagine Jaws, but what if it was a jet? Yeah, that's what they said. That was the pitch of the film, Stealth.
And then like, all we need is Jamie Foxx to be Jamie Foxx in it.
And
There's
die.
Foxness. Still can't. The movie's out. It's happened. It failed. I still can't believe it exists now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember when the trailer came out. Jerky and me, Jerky Chris, and someone else was with us. Was it Martin or something?
I think it was Martin.
We watched it, and I remember this simply as during it. Like usually we riff it. We were so speechless once the ship emerged out of the water. And we didn't talk for a minute after it was over.
And these films now always have to have that bombastic movie score from Inception.
And then fucking Prometheus has that light version. It's like,
Actually, I'm looking forward to Prometheus because.
Oh yeah, it looks like a good movie. I'm just commenting on the noise.
One thing that really creeps me out with those films is that outer space is such an unknown element, and with aliens and shit like that, it just really creeps me out. That very Event Horizon type stuff. Paul Wes Anderson also directed Event Horizon, which I thought was a fucking scary film, even to this day. Very fucked up imagery. Just, I don't know, anything in space really, and you put a horror element to it, I get really uncomfortable really quickly. Like,
Gotta go to space.
Bullshit.
Gotta go to space.
I saw this coming, damn it, no!
Space.
Yellow.
Gotta go space.
The Office, the movie.
Are they making that?
I have no idea.
Thank God.
Because from what I've been told, that show just kind of has gone down the deep end now.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
It's becoming like The Simpsons. Going on just because.
Didn't the British one, or like the original good one, only go for like 2 seasons?
Because that's how British television works.
I think it only went like to 13 episodes or something, then they stopped.
Yeah.
I
love that too. They'll keep that going. They'll keep fucking Office going, but yet they're doing whatever the hell they can to cripple Community. Fuck, they don't care for that show at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't that
like, oh yeah, we'll give you your 4th season, but we're firing the main creator.
Yeah. 4th season. Holy shit.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, so half the cast is definitely leaving. Because if the season goes the way I'm thinking, if it actually still lasts after that, they're at least like the main guy who plays Jeff's going to leave, Joel McHale. Yeah. Chevy Chase was threatening to leave because he hated the creator, but he's Chevy fucking Chase.
Chevy Chase won't give a shit about nothing.
That's good, Chevy Chase. We haven't given a shit about you in decades.
True.
Community was like his comeback, and now he tried to shit on that.
That sort of thing, like, people just don't like Chevy Chase personally at all.
Oh, no. Oh,
yeah, that's what I hear.
Asshole.
Yeah, I was listening to Howard Stern and him doing interviews with him or his reporters or whatnot, his correspondents. And just Chevy Chase is in interviews being just very flippant.
I don't know what that word is, but I agree.
Me too, but it sounds like I'm assuming he's an asshole.
Yeah.
I had a really strong feeling that was the reaction that you two were going to. At least Jordan.
Well,
sorry.
I don't know what the word means, but I can.
I'm sorry, I have to huff paint to go to you guys' level.
You only have to eat nachos to get to my level.
Diabetes?
Diabetes.
I have 12 pounds of jerky.
I will kill you if you dare question this.
Okay, so what was the next topic, Chris? After Joe.
In other news, Avengers is number 4 highest grossing movie of all time.
There's a lot of people are saying it's going to be number 3 after this.
I thought it was number 3. I heard 3.
No,
first was Avatar, then Titanic, then Avengers.
No, that's worldwide.
It's $1 a hit.
Domestic is number 3 right now. Number 4 right now, but after this week it's going to be number 3.
Yeah, it has to pass Harry Potter worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
I was pissed off when Harry Potter made more money than all the Star Wars movies combined. I was like, fuck!
Well, at least that's a good movie.
Fuck you.
No, you.
He's in the same boat as you, Jesse, but he's at least acknowledging one positive.
I'll varnish your floor with the brains. Yeah.
Seems pleasant.
Oh, snap.
Okay, Harry Potter.
Yes,
with Harry Potter, I've read maybe half of the first chapter. I'm like, fuck this.
I've read all of them.
Of the first book.
The 6th book, because that book was fucking boring. I don't even think I've seen the movie of this.
The movie was boring.
I think I've seen all the ones up to Half-Blood Prince, all the movies. I haven't seen part 1.
Yeah, Half-Blood Prince is the
I haven't went past the 3rd one. I only saw the clips that had David Tennant in it after that.
As Growdy Crutch Jr. or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Sonic Screwdriver. Oh, no, it's Wand.
I feel cheated, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, at least I get to see him kill vampires with Chekhov.
Oh no, it just with Harry Potter films and franchise that really did. Oh no, it's true what the fuck he said. That these wands, I don't like the idea. I like the idea of staves or staffs or whatever you call them. I like the old school type wizards.
You shall not pass your math test.
Like
You're late.
Gandalf. Like fuck, he picked up a sword in a fight.
Well, so this
Screw magic! I'm just gonna kick your ass. Ow!
Yeah, I remember in the video games and stuff like that. Gandalf, one hand he has a staff, in the other hand he has a sword, and like that's awesome.
Yep.
Why the fuck is
I'm kind of worried
his
about
arcane warrior class.
I'm really worried about the Hobbit movie because I didn't really dig the Peter Jackson films that much. They just really dumbed down the characters and made Merry and Pippin to comic relief and stuff like that.
Why the fuck is Transformers Dark of the Moon the 5th highest grossing movie worldwide?
Because there's no
Let
god.
me go yell at all the stupid people outside.
Why?
Because that's the answer, Jordan.
Why is Pirates of the Caribbean 4? In the top 10?
I am perfectly comfortable as Avatar making the most money and
I'm not.
Titanic. I don't get my shit tied up. I liked Avatar. I enjoyed it. It was fun, old school science fiction.
Well, my jimmies are highly rustled that James Cameron's 2 worst movies are the 2 highest grossing movies.
Yeah.
And Terminator 2 should be number 1.
I would be fine, but too bad people are stupid.
I enjoyed Avatar for what it was. I don't know. I know it's overly hippie message and stuff like that, but there's.
And well, the fact that it
had blue cat people and mechs. I'm happy.
blue cat people a positive thing.
And
not sure it's serious.
Not true. Serious.
I just love the response of people like to the Titanic movie. This actually happened.
I really don't. How the fuck do you not know that?
I know.
I don't, well, 30% of Americans don't know the date of which 9/11 happened. So yeah.
And less than half believe the president is a.
And 48% of Americans think Hitler's a fictional character. So
Wait,
yeah.
That fucker's real? Oh shit, I need to get in the bunker.
Hitler's a super villain.
He's up there with Darth Vader and Dr. Doom.
It's pretty much like that. That's the saddest thing ever. Alright.
Let's see what's on TV.
Okay, next topic, Chris.
Iron Man 3 casting Palooza.
Who the fuck are those characters?
Hey, Batman '89 is on
Read
YTV.
Extremis and find out!
Those characters, no, the fucking robot guys weren't even in Extremis or Extremis.
I know, I just love saying that now.
And I'm sort of not happy about them adapting that since that comic was fucking boring as hell. And I had no idea.
liked it. I thought it was a
I had no idea.
Fraction expect.
Yeah, I had no idea.
No, that was Warren Ellis, dude.
Yeah, Matt.
Oh.
Matt
Sorry.
I have a couple of those trades, but I have no idea who any of those fucking characters are. I'm like, am I supposed to know these people Tony is talking to?
I'm sure, it's gonna be done by Shane Black. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm confident in the movie, but I'm just sort of,
I'm wondering who Guy Pearce is gonna play. I like Guy Pearce.
Aldrich Killian, he's the guy who created the Extremis.
like the idea of the suit, the Extremis suit, is really interesting. But how they did it in the comics, like the origin of it, the fucking whole story is just so boring.
Apparently, firepowers. I didn't know that they were gonna have firepower in this movie. He better fucking look like this.
I have no idea who Firepower is.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Or Coldblood.
Look at the link I just sent you.
Well, the whole thing is, I didn't know any of the Iron Man villains in the movies before they were in the movies. Like, I know of.
That's the thing. Like, he has a bunch of
we can still do Crimson. No, we can't do Crimson.
They have the one talking about Dynamo, Titanium Man, Ghost, and Mandarin, but they don't want to do any of those villains. So yeah.
I still want to see Ghost. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, he'd be cool. He'd be different. He wouldn't be a fucking other guy.
Yeah, Titanium and isn't that a Paul McCartney song?
all these.
Favereau sort of fucked over Crimson Dynamo in the last 5 minutes of Iron Man 2 because Whiplash is like, oh yeah.
I don't think the last 5 minutes screwed it up that bad.
No,
I think the whole film was so underwhelming. It really didn't have that much to a zing to it. It just felt very procedural.
It was an advertisement for Avengers, pretty much.
I love the movie, but they sort of fucked for the Dynamo character.
I thought it was at least a well put together.
Yeah, I like the movie. I was talking about how they sort of fucked over Crimson Dynamo not being able to appear in a movie because Whiplash is like, hey guys, look, I am Crimson Dynamo now.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not red.
Or do you want Whiplash from the comics with the purple mask and green tied-up hair?
There are people
Yes.
who do.
Anyway, he was like the worst Marvel Cinematic Universe villain.
Yeah, but he wasn't bad, though. He wasn't bad.
He was boring. Why would they pick... Favreau... Why would they pick him? All the Iron Man.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go this in order, okay? Iron Man 1, we have Obadiah Stane, a.k.a. Ironmonger. He was okay. I loved his business tactic and conversations with Pepper and stuff like that. Very sinister underlining. It's just, in the cave, and the
box of scraps.
Yeah. It just the whole. It just.
I want you.
Shut up. What was his plan after he killed Tony?
Take over the world.
To market Arc Energy, which in itself is free energy, and how are you going to make money off of that?
No. After he killed Tony, he was going to go bowling.
Yes, with his Vietnam friend.
Hey, I don't know. Well, I can't even remember the scene where he's just like.
Then we have Incredible Hulk. We have the Abomination, or
choice besides his design.
Him. He was good overall. I like that. I liked him more in Hulk Ultimate Destruction. They made him a sympathetic character, not straight up like meathead soldier.
I like him more as a dick. He's
I
sort
like
of a villain that should be a dick.
And I like what they did with him. Character-wise, it's basically when he's fighting Hulk in his human form, that's basically Captain America fighting Hulk. Yeah. That's what I thought because he had the super soldier serum in him, and that means Captain America has a healing factor. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can't get drunk.
He can't get drunk.
I like it. If I was writing Wolverine, I would let him get drunk, just because.
I'm gonna defeat you, Magneto.
You Jewish gypsy.
I'm gonna beat you up for Dougal.
I'm so happy they made Magneto into a Jew instead of a gypsy, because my American Greek wedding or gypsy wedding,
Oh yeah, I've fucking seen it before.
These people are fucking crazy.
Amish.
And then we got Thor. We have Loki. Great. Said there. Then we have
Captain Red Skull, who's off.
Captain America, Red Skull. I haven't seen Captain America yet, or Thor.
You should see both of those. They're pretty good.
I will. I'll torrent those, definitely. Thank you.
Especially Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America was great.
Yeah, I love Captain America. I like his character. I definitely, when it comes to chivalry and stuff like that, I get that from Captain America more than I do from Superman.
Yeah.
I like the character of Steve Rogers, that old school Hank Hill
really
values.
Right.
I like that.
Like
I'll tell you what, that whole game.
I love that. I love that line. Black Widow says, "You're out of your league cap. You should stay out of this." And he says, "They're gods." And he says, "Well, there's only one god."
Well, there's only one god, and he sure doesn't dress like that.
And I love that. It's very old school Hank Hill chivalry and values. I like.
Right in the movie, honestly, I think they got him more right than Tony Stark.
I like what they did with him. Just narcissistic wonderkin.
Yeah. But the adaptation from 616 Cap to the movie is basically flawless. They stole him from the pages.
Yeah. Which Cap?
616, the main one. Not the fucking douche faggot.
616. Yeah.
I love the Cap from that random story no one's ever seen before, where he's a monkey.
Marvel
8 for the dog verse. Yeah.
Marvel 8.
I was making one up, but yeah, we can apply Marvel Apes.
I think you really
or MC2 or Ultimate or House of M or.
I want to see the guy who only knows American Dream as Captain America, and then can play. Why isn't that one a woman?
Casting. Let's talk about casting for. We got Namor. Who wants to see Namor?
Asian guy.
Fair enough. I want him as.
Okay, it's settled. Yao Ming is Namor.
Oh, Namor! Everyone has to look.
What you do with my water?
No. They digitally resized him to look normal.
He was all stocky and looking mongoloidish. Well, it's like Katherine Heigl as Miss Marvel because she acts what she knows, a complete bitch. Fuck Katherine Heigl, she's such a cunt. I said it. Oh,
I'd rather have. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she was in Mass Effect.
Yvonne, whatever. Yeah.
Yvonne Strobel.
Miranda, she got that ass.
Blake Lively as Miss Marvel. Yay.
I never asked for this.
I would love that.
This chick.
Oh no,
because yell at her for so long.
Because you love talking to Chipboard.
Yvonne Strahovski.
Yeah.
Hey, don't question my technique of picking up women, Jesse.
Picking up duct tape and chloroform.
I like where this is going.
I at least bring sub sandwiches.
Like in Red Dragon, you cement glue them to a chair and you show them.
The chick from Chuck as Captain Marvel.
I remember that watching that clip and then kept think about it now, kept going, oh no, Ray Fiennes is going to show her the Avengers movie he was in. Bastard.
Ray Fiennes, he could be a villain. Who could he be? That's interesting.
I think he would work.
I want him as Baron Zemo.
Oh yeah, he would work.
Crossbones. Crossing bones. Like, everyone gives a shit about him.
Hey, Crossbones is a good, like, fucking...
They made him cool. Like, he's a cool B villain.
Yeah, he's a good, like, goon villain.
Bullseye B villain,
Yeah.
Very much.
The assassin type villain.
Yeah.
Totally.
We can't have any mutants because, that whole...
No.
So,
I know.
Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver can be in the movies. They just can't reference Magneto.
You could just say, my father, we have issues. You can say that.
No.
You can
When
say
they
that.
say his name like a semi-truck goes by and you can't hear them.
And then you see everyone with a shotgun.
Yeah,
My father and I are polar opposites.
I don't want to.
He also has another fucking kid, Polaris, no one talks about.
we can't go to his house because our father says we cannot pass the house gate.
I don't want to see.
That's the actor, not the character.
I don't want to see those two if they can't be Magneto's kid, though.
Yeah. Quicksilver, he'd be good.
Yeah, he'd be cool in a movie, but I don't want to see him until they get X-Men rights back. It'd be fucking weird to have them.
Which will be in 100 years, Jordan.
Not to mention, I'm the only one who pretty much is convinced we won't be able to give him the hair.
I don't want Ant-Man. I hate Hank Pym. He's a douche and he sucks.
Honestly, I don't want Hank Pym if that means we won't get Black Panther in Avengers 2.
I don't want Hank Pym if it can't be Nathan Fillion.
He's not going to be.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion doesn't want to be him.
Yeah.
Doesn't Hank Pym have a mental disorder or something like that? Like he's bipolar or something? That's what I keep on hearing. Or is that like the Ultimate Universe where he's
it's probably
fucking insane?
That's
no, in a maxi series, Avengers Forever, which they did before X-Men Forever did that stupid trend. They played with that idea.
Abusive husband. That's what they. That's all I equate him to.
They sometimes go towards he might be mentally not right. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, other times he's just wacky Hank Pym with a crazy experiment.
Like in Mighty Avengers, which is
remember the '90s cartoon where they made him like the main character?
Oh yeah.
Avengers or something, and like Captain America made like one appearance, and
and
Ultron's the villain.
Thor's in the intro, but he doesn't show up in the show.
I remember that show. That was still
Hawkeye
on
had
spur
the
of that.
fucking costume ever.
Yeah. That show went nowhere. And
Ultron as the main villain is good. Ultron is fucking awesome, but
having like a tie-in comic to it as a kid somehow. Like my grandpa found it and gave it to me. He's like, I found this in the grocery store, sonny. Or however my grandfather talks. I'm pretty sure he talks absolutely nothing like that, but I love to imagine my grandpa as that.
Hey, Sonny-chan, I'm gonna tell you about World War II.
Okay there, Sonny, I'm going to tell you about World War II or the excitement of looking at a tractor. Not ride a tractor or use a tractor, staring at it like a majestic creature.
And in the mist, there she was.
I remember back in my day when all you needed for entertainment was a harmonica and another harmonica.
I fucked them big feet with Teddy Roosevelt.
Tractors used to roam free across this great land of ours.
Chris, I think I'm convinced Chris is an old guy now.
Yeah.
Chris, have you been hiding out about your age on us?
Yeah, I'm really 85.
Everything makes perfect sense now.
Yes, I'm 85 and I fought in the Civil War.
Hey, did you fight vampires with Abe Lincoln?
Yes.
That reminds me. I always wondered why I never saw too many $50 bills. You know, since I work in retail and shit, I'm like, oh, that's right. Grant. Gotcha. Which made me wonder, in Oklahoma, are there no 20s because of Jackson?
Maybe.
Mm.
Should we move on?
Oh, I know they take Thomas Jefferson off the board of being one of the founding fathers because he isn't a Christian. So, yeah, Texas.
Fuck Texas. Fuck.
Texas, we have great minds like Angry Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Rather juggle AIDS needles.
Okay, next topic, Chris.
Hey, Jordan, you know that show Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes? That show you love? JEPH LOEEBBBBBB said it's done. It's done.
I'm gonna make a video about this myself, ranting
How many
about
seasons did I get? 2?
Yeah, it's on its second right now. And it's fucking awesome. But apparently it's gonna get canceled, and I'm not gonna go too deep in this because I want to make my own video about this. So.
JEPH LOEEBBBBBB.
I saw that clip with Beta Ray Bill, and that was cool.
Yeah, and the whole show is awesome.
We should bring in Beta Ray Bill in Thor 2.
Yes. Hold on, guys. I gotta do something for a bit. Talk among yourselves.
Okay.
But,
What? This whole season. What the fuck was that? This whole season has been fucking a fan service. Like, Miss Marvel episode where she joins the team. They had a whole awesome episode focused on Luke Cage and Iron Fist. They had the Guardians of the Galaxy with Rocket Raccoon in it. It didn't have Beta Ray Bill. This whole season's been fucking awesome, and then they're gonna go cancel it for some show that's probably gonna be a piece of shit.
I haven't heard any good things about Ultimate Spider-Man at all. I just hear it's just,
It's not horrible, but compared to Spectacular Spider-Man, it's dog shit.
I love Spectacular Spider-Man. I kept, me and Duke had tons of conversation about this. I love how everything ties to Oscorp. I love that concept.
That's what they're sort of doing with the movie.
Yeah.
So, Ultimate Spider-Man is not that bad, especially compared to most Spider-Man shows. Like, I fucking watched the first episode of the MTV show with Neil Patrick Harris as Spider-Man. Oh my god.
Yeah, it wasn't god awful. It was meh.
No, it was just horrible in my opinion. I was like, what the fuck is this?
And it was supposed to be a sequel to the films.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a sequel to the film.
It's supposed to be in continuity somehow, and they brought in the lizard and everything, and
Raimi was like, "Whoa, fuck this shit." Dancing Spider.
Yeah.
Disco emo Spidey.
Yeah, my sister, she's not a comic fan. She hated that too.
Fucking. At first, I didn't think that movie was that bad, but as I've grown up, that movie's fucking horrible. I mean, I watched the action scenes, like the scene where Spider-Man and the symbiote suit is fighting Sandman in the sewers. That's pretty cool. But besides that, it's pretty poop.
Trying to make a really dumb thug like Flint Marko,
sympathetic,
or William Baker, his real name. Make him sympathetic.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a dumb street thug that loves to cause chaos.
Fucking Raimi was like, I want Sandman in your movie so badly. Doesn't get his character right.
Yeah.
They got the cop right. That's about it.
They were like, well, we could make Doc Ock sympathetic. Let's make Sandman sympathetic.
Well, right now in the comics they're making him sympathetic. There was a certain level of you can do with Doc Ock. I think they did a pretty good job. Just problem, he kills his villains. I fucking hated that. It was Spider-Man. When it comes to Spider-Man, he has the same problem with Batman. He's too much of a pussy to kill his enemies, and that's why his life is so complicated and arduous, because they're always in a circulating revolving door of prison systems with their supervillains.
Hey, you know that guy who's murdered about 1,000 people in one city, the Joker? Let's let him out again. Let's not put him to the death penalty, because, he's insane, even though he's killed. Yeah, Batman gives a thumbs up. I like where this is going.
Let's go another round, Joker.
How does do? What? I'm sorry.
So, we're Avengers. The whole reason that they're canceling the show, too, is because Jeph Loeb thinks people are retarded, and they're like, well, you can't have an overarching system of episodes. You have to be individual episodes.
That's how some of the best shows, probably some of my favorite shows ever, like Beast Wars, Gargoyles,
The thing
Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, the animated series, that they had episodes, they had sagas.
Yeah, and the episode
one whole big story. Now that's how it worked.
And
not this.
Each episode gives a recap too, so it's like his whole point is I'm getting confused.
It's basically the soap opera dynamic.
I'm pretty sure that's his bullshit excuse, because he didn't create the show, so he doesn't want it around anymore.
Yeah.
How the hell does Jeph Loeb still have a job?
I don't know. Why does Marvel like him?
First,
why can't he go to?
Why does DC
Why can't he go to DC with Rob Liefeld? I mean, it's already going to hell. Knowing Batman is probably gonna be the last thing they do outside of comics forever,
or films, or a different media. It's hilarious that DC and Warner Brothers can't make another successful film franchise. They own all their property. Yeah. There's no reason why they can't make a Justice League movie, because they have all the properties under one film studio.
Marvel doesn't have their two biggest characters. Well, I guess Iron Man's replaced Wolverine as second biggest character now, but they don't have Spider-Man and Wolverine, and yet they can make the third highest.
I don't know. Iron Man only became like an A-tier character in other mediums only because of the film.
Yeah, but I think because of the movie.
Index-wise, Iron Man's up there. In their own medium, he's a high up there. He's a string character. It's just in other mediums, no one gave a shit about him until the film.
Yeah, no, I think Iron Man has surpassed Wolverine. He's now the second most popular.
I heard in the past couple years. Right now, I think in comics or in media.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
In the past couple of years, I've heard that Iron Man merchandise has actually outsold Spider-Man merchandise.
That's weird. Biggest IPs ever: Superman, Mickey Mouse, and Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And too bad Disney doesn't like Mickey Mouse anymore. We were built on cartoons? Let's have our own channel be about shitty pop music stars.
Live action, live action kiddie shows, yeah.
We have a whole library of fucking theatrical Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck shorts. Time to add more Hannah Montana.
I love watching the old racist Hitler stuff. Or Bugs Bunny in blackface.
Yes, I fucking watched it. I was like, oh my god. I'm offended that I find this black.
And what was that? Where were we?
We were talking
other
about
news.
The show, and I think that's about it, since I don't want to rant about it that much in this.
I'll watch it when it's done. Plus, I got fucking other 100 Marvel cartoon shows. I got the 1966 series of Captain America. That's going to be fun. I'm going to watch that stoned off my ass.
Honestly, I think Avengers is probably the best Marvel show.
I don't know.
It would be probably Spectacular Spider-Man and Wolverine and X-Men.
I watched a bit of Wolverine X-Men. I just didn't really care. The title turned me off, probably. I don't know why they didn't call it just Astonishing X-Men.
Yeah.
I'd be happy.
The whole show was mainly about Wolverine.
I know.
Mainly his story and shit.
I know. It just when it comes X-Men, I think his team thing. Wolverine should have his own thing, and it's my opinion. But I'll check it out. I love Steve Blue.
That's what Thanks to that show, that's why I refer to Teen Titans as Robin. In the Teen Titans, maybe.
I never liked with Teen Titans. That's another reason. Not a big DC fan. They're always in costume. They're always cracking jokes. It's just always this faux anime type thing. They never went out of costume. They went to pizza joints. It's just a very wacky type Japanese. It's got Pilgrim bullshit. I didn't really dig.
And yet, like, there's a bunch of shit where I'm like, wow, one of the few things where the fan fictions can actually do better.
Yeah. Oh, I've whacked off to many a Starfire and Ravenborn.
I never asked for this. Okay, Chris, next topic.
And yet you somehow did.
JC's Denton's cooler than that guy.
Chris, next topic, quick.
Walking Dead set pics, Michonne, and the prison.
Okay, guys, I'm out. Call me back when there's something extra that I care about.
Zombies. I like zombies. I'm a big zombie buff. I had my two favorite zombie films. I don't get it. I don't get what channel is it on? AMC?
AMC, yeah.
I don't get that.
Everything.
That's because it's America.
You torrent everything. Why don't you just torrent this?
I don't torrent episodes of stuff. I just watch online.
Well,
I'm very far away from the mic.
I don't know. I'll get the trades or whatever.
She looks cool. She looks like her comic self.
Exactly.
I don't know. Why would I watch this when I have like Dawn of the Dead, which the original's great. The remake's not
Move
that
to
bad.
America, then you can watch it.
The corner of this room is scary.
Fuck you, Duke. A monster's gonna eat you.
Hey guys!
Ow.
Hey guys! I'm so enjoying my time over here.
Okay, Chris, let's move on before the baby gets salty.
All I can say, read World War Z and the Zombie Survival Guide. That's all you need.
Dead Rising.
Who wants me to bring over some Pop-Tarts?
Oh, me. Is it chocolate?
I heard no, so I'm not bringing any.
Oh. Okay, Chris, next topic.
Okay, I'm done with Faraway Duke now.
Okay, next topic, Chris.
So, Jordan, you remember when you were complaining that Dark Knight Rises had no marketing?
Yeah, the marketing before this week was pretty shitty.
Had Bane and a parka. What more marketing do you need?
But yeah, now that marketing is getting pretty good. The new post is pretty cool.
I'm surprised not the most conservative liberal of all time, Movie Bob, hasn't complained that Bane isn't Mexican or whatever.
That's my only complaint. He should be fucking Hispanic instead of a British.
Though I do love the jokes that made by Michelin, and it's showing Batman and Catwoman, air quotes, of their body armor, and they look like, as I said before, in bear suits. It's just, he's supposed to be a fucking ninja, and he can't turn his neck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, King, if you're listening to this. I doubt you aren't. You're in college and drinking and whatever.
He has stuff to bitch about.
Yes.
He's working at a job that he clearly hates, but works there anyway.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
the American
get
dream.
a job you like. Man need money.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I know he claims Batman Begins is a great superhero movie. I'm sorry, when Family Guy has better fight scenes than Begins, when the camera inch away from the character's face, I'm sorry.
He has I actually watched last week's new episode because it had like a 5-minute long chicken Peter fight.
It was fucking awesome. I love it. That's one thing of Family Guy always said. They always have great fight scenes.
Dude, I hate Family Guy. You have good fight scenes.
I always harp on the Nolan verse being too realistic. Then King comes back saying, "Oh, they have ninjas and they have whatever and shit like that and stuff." And
ninjas are real.
Yeah, they are.
Right? Please tell me they are.
Was it what's that joke from the mission for ninjas? A fairy tale?
Yes,
or only a fairy tale? Yeah.
And also, ninjas could magically sprout whatever the hell they want, and you can date a television.
Yeah. When I think ninjas, I think Ninja Turtles, not a 1%er in a flying rodent costume. Because he misses his mommy.
Yeah, the Dark Knight Rises ads are actually...
You really hate Batman, huh?
I don't hate Batman. I love Batman. Every Halloween when I was a little kid, I dressed up as Batman. There's things of Batman I do like, is just this over fetishism of the character. Just really gets like that. I'm sounding like Eric with Wolverine, and I love Wolverine. Yeah, it just maybe I don't get. I'm not a DC fan. It just Yeah.
He has this cynical twist to everything. That's basically what he's trying to say.
What the twist?
I don't have a cynical twist to everything.
To a lot of things. Maybe not everything, but a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, next story.
Yeah, the ads look cool. The posters look really badass.
The ads are a million times better.
Ads don't really entice me that much.
Is the Joker dead in the universe? Like they killed him? That's what I hear. That's why I heard they put him to death in between the films.
No, they haven't announced anything like that yet.
Oh, that's what I heard.
It's probably
it's not like Christopher Nolan recast a person before.
Yeah. I don't even think they're going to mention him. They're going to be like, oh, at the most, they'll have a throwaway line.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
The only thing, though, is if they did recast him, everyone would... I didn't hear anyone complain about them replacing Katie Holmes because, well, Katie Holmes was not that great in that movie.
She didn't
All I remember
die.
was her nipples at the end scene.
Okay. You're forgetting one thing. Gotham is in America. They don't put psychos to death. So he's locked up.
Yeah, death penalty is kind of a touchy subject. When is he competent psychologically? And I don't know. The Joker definitely is a high functioning mental person.
Yeah.
So
no,
dead.
To be fair, I'm just imagining the scene of the Joker.
They probably just tossed him in a cell in a straitjacket. That's probably what I'm thinking.
I'm going to pull a quarter from behind your ear.
And he rips out your ear. He rips off your ear.
and the judge is still clapping because he's amazed that there's still a quarter there.
Yeah. I remember seeing a picture someone put up where it was the party scene where the Joker makes his big appearance looking for Harvey Dent, and his eyes are like kind of glazed over. As I can hear oranges.
I like what they did with the Joker blogs.
Yeah, those are pretty well done.
I like those. I enjoyed the
were.
Joker blogs. Like he's just doing commentaries now with them.
He's probably just, making sure that whatever new stuff he might be doing is good.
First few were good, after that.
I know this all goes back to me. The whole root is Batman a superhero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying he's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what
The answer is
a superhero
the answer is Angelo.
Honestly,
it's kind of like the porn thing. It's like I can't define it, but I know what it is when I see it.
Everything goes back to porn, doesn't it?
Yes. I'm sorry. I watched a CNN thing called. It was this bitch had a book called The Demise of Guys, and it was that video games and porn are ruining men because of instant gratification. And I thought to myself, I'm sorry, lady, that your boyfriend didn't take enough attention to you because you're not interesting.
Really, because everyone knows that girls aren't into video games and porn. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not that. Well, there's the porn actress Melissa Lauren who
Jordan, what the
plays
fuck
video
did
games
you
too.
just do?
What?
I just heard a really creepy sound from you.
I was going, mm-hmm.
Well, you made it extra creepy this time now. Never do that shit again.
Do it all the time? Okay.
You sound like Little Richard having a stroke.
Oh god. Jordan,
now you guys are thinking,
Jesse,
why
if he dies of that cause, I am so going to hate you.
That you guys are wondering now, why didn't you have me on earlier? Okay, next topic, please.
Oh, topic list.
I have coffee.
Chris, how are you not on the topic list, you bum?
I thought I was 85 years old. I'm slow.
I'm old. I soiled myself.
Note to self, send Chris, instant make tapioca pudding. I will literally do that. I swear.
So,
Send you to an old folks home where you can die alone. I sent Captain Logan the Invincible Iron Man. I will send you tapioca.
Oh, fuck me. No, I'm not sure.
No.
Next I'm sending Cap Superman, Brainiac.
I got to review that down the road because I'm doing all like animated Marvel shit. So, fuck
I
me.
haven't seen it since like I watched it one more time before I sent it to him.
Good coaster.
That shitty animated movie?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Hey Duke, I got Superman / Shazam: The Return of Black Adam. I'll mail that to you because I'm never gonna fucking watch this.
Go for it. I'm curious to check it out.
It also has Jonah Hex, Green Arrow, and Spectre shorts.
Hooray! I already have those
Yeah.
on other DVDs.
Yeah.
Chris.
But anyway, I'm looking at the list here.
Oh yeah. Tying back to something Jesse said before with DC not doing any other thing but Batman, there's a rumor that the Lobo movie is gonna come out.
Did they make like an animated short, not animated, but a live action short of Lobo?
Oh, yeah, that was the fan film, though.
Yeah, it was a fan film.
Oh yeah.
But there's rumored to make a live action movie, and The Rock is rumored to star. I'd give up.
I like The Rock. It's fun to watch in action movies, but for Lobo, no. No.
They need to be dead serious ones. When he's in like Doom, it's kind of no. Like he needs to be in something that's rooted in reality. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
When he does like insanely goofy movies like Journey 2.
Tooth Fairy meets Expendables.
I like The Rock in the Walking Tall. I haven't seen the original, but I've seen that, and I liked him in that. I liked him in Doom.
That's the closest he can get to like being in a goofy movie that's not like a realistic
I really like
movie.
Doom. Carl Urban, Carl
Urban was awesome. He's the cool, great part of it.
I love Carl Urban. I loved him in Doom. Another guy I have a man crush on. I just think he's so cool.
Still interested in seeing that Dredd movie whenever it finally comes out.
He should be a superhero in something, Carl Urban.
He is. He's going to be Judge Dredd.
Oh, yes, sir.
They better have the
No, they're going to try their best to purge all of that away.
No, they need that line again.
No.
I didn't hate the Judge Dredd movie. I kind of liked it. It's one of those. It's so bad. It's good, like Street Fighter and.
Damn right it is.
And Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Did I ever tell you guys about the story about how I had Netflix last year and on the streaming they had Street Fighter the movie, and it was some fucking kung fu movie from the 70s instead of the real one. That's
actually Real Cities. That predates it. That's Sonny Chiba. That's old school kung fu.
Yeah, but I wanted to see M. Bison act all goofy.
Yeah, like it said it was the
game movie
that he wanted to see. And
yeah, that happens.
I
have this. It's called The Street Fighter. I have that on. I got that. I got that at a dollar store, and it came in a case that was made out of cardboard.
Yeah, but I was so disappointed. I want to see M. Bison act all goofy. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Love Raul Julia. He's awesome in that.
It is the meaning of life, Jordan. Before you go
me,
to hell and eat the energy animal people,
to me,
watch that movie.
To me, it was Tuesday.
He actually says that in Street Fighter at Cross Tekken. It's awesome. That's his taunt. He just goes, "For me, it was Tuesday."
I love that. Any more stories? Where are we? Or news?
We have a couple quick ones.
That is so weird. On City TV they have Batman Forever, and on YTV they have Batman, the '89 one.
Both boring movies.
Guys, I like the '89 Batman because, in my opinion, Mike Keaton's the best in costume Batman. He doesn't have to spit in your face and make inaudible Cookie Monster sounds.
Okay, Jerky, go.
I just cut off my luscious locks to donate to Locks of Love. And now I have a mohawk again, and I look like Zangief.
I like where this is going.
I have no idea what that is.
Quick, change the channel!
You don't know what Zangief is?
No.
His Street Fighter character, he's a big Russian guy here.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I forgot. I remember now.
The scars on his body is from wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling bears.
Giant gay men.
Oh, now he's my favorite character. Now you bring up bear wrestling.
And, one of my favorite lines, quick, change the channel! That's from Street Fighter.
He also has a kid, and he fucked some guy up last year.
One thing about the Street Fighter series that pisses me off, they have fucking 6 people from America and Japan, and they have no one from Canada. What the fuck, Capcom?
Well, technically,
And a guy from
Canada,
France.
just the bad ones.
in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, they do.
What?
One of the Tekken characters is from Canada. Raven, he's a black guy. He's a ninja.
Oh,
Yeah, so...
because we're so diverse.
Yeah, you are. You have black people.
We do?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh.
If that game taught me anything.
I'm sorry. We in my town to Gimli, we have like one black person down with a black man.
So, what...
To be fair, I'm amazed that there's black Canadians.
Me too.
Blanadians.
No way. Bringing back to that Wayne's Brothers story, they love going to Canada to make movies.
I'm surprised that there's actual people in Canada who aren't abominable.
To be fair, Idris Elba can do any accent he chooses, so.
And he wants to be every Marvel black hero, apparently.
Who does?
I say let him.
He's like, oh, I want to be Black Panther, I want to be Luke Cage, I want to be Falcon, I want to be War Machine.
I want to be Black Captain America.
No one gives a shit about Falcon. No one.
No. But
Even-
he would still be awesome.
Even #1 Falcon fans are like, it's alright.
I know. I just thought he was extremely annoying in fucking Superhero Squad.
Well, that's not like that's actually the character.
Yeah, everyone is annoying in that show. Except Hulk.
I haven't. Hulk's funny. Like
Yeah.
Hulk won
Thor.
new shirts, pants, and kitty.
Hulk.
And I fucking
It's not-
that
it's not
shows
about
that shows my only experience to Miss Marvel, and she's still a complete bitch. Hulk smash yellow hair.
I like MODOK in that show, but I like MODOK in everything, so...
And I don't give a crap about MODOK whatsoever.
MODOK will kill you.
Hey, Jordan, how's that whole getting your laptop pregnant thing going?
It's working out pretty well. I think
What?
I think MODOK is forming.
It's a joke we have, Jesse. Our last chat, it sounded a lot like Jordan was humping his laptop, and we deduced that he was getting it pregnant so he could give birth to MODOK.
I love how he just accepts it. Okay.
So how do you get that aborted with like a flash drive and a coat hanger?
Perhaps.
No, it's a floppy disk. No, wait, that's what he inserts in. Never mind.
Bow check bow wow.
Well, it's at that thickness.
Alright. Fuck you.
I'm shocked. I didn't think of that.
That was a low blow.
Yeah, I know. I'm not above penis jokes.
Well, it's not our fault you have no idea how sex works, let alone with a laptop, Jordan.
I assume it goes into the eyeball, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just try and do that the time you finally get this chance, and see if you don't get the living shit beat out of you. And if you don't, you got lucky. Also, call the cop.
Okay. Next topic.
I think we pretty much covered everything, unless someone else has something they want to talk about.
I got one thing, and I was kind of saving this for comic news.
I haven't listened to all the comic news. I'm halfway listening to it.
Well, this is going to be on the next one. This isn't going to be on the one that I just posted today. And knowing how late it takes for this show to get on whatever medium goes on, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Okay, so Peter Weller's going to voice Batman.
We were going to talk about
in the Dark Knight Returns adaptation. All I have to say is we made RoboCop Batman. I can quit my job happy. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, RoboCop. Peter Weller. He was
the
awesome.
greatest thing that ever happened has happened. I am done.
Duke.
What?
You should end comic news with that and go, yes, good night everybody, then start rolling credits and they go real slow. Like comic news created by Duke.
Everyone loves Raymond.
Written by
I don't know. I need someone to do that because I can't make that.
Just have the animal house ending.
Yeah.
You pictures of
I could probably pull that off.
like Duke Loops committed suicide 6 months later because
Eric
he was recast, and Eric's up in the mountains finding the purple flowers, and then we find out with Manos we find out Lindsay never existed.
And JMC.
And Lindsay never existed.
JMC never got any fans.
Yeah.
I might do that. I am so doing that. I'm gonna tell Manos about that. He'll probably
the Manos, his comic book took off, and we, with interviewers and reporters, we found out Lindsay never actually existed.
and Manos was actually the masturbating monkey.
Captain Logan's beard is fake. Also, Also, Vince is Jason from the future.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little, I don't know. I'll
Cap, looks like you're my father.
What? Oh, it's also Doomsday. Yep. Yeah, and after it says that, it'll say, and yet he's still Doomsday.
Yeah.
This needs to happen.
Who refused the reviewers never actually happened. It was actually a conspiracy theory to make everyone feel special.
No, why am I subscribers at 401 now? It's
because YouTube's destroying them all.
No, YouTube, don't do this.
Yeah, I lost two subscribers.
YouTube's deleting channels, I think.
And I'm fine with that, because I realized a long time ago that out of like that number, which is still around 800, it's been like that for like close to a year now.
Yeah.
Only like 300 of those people ever watch comic news.
And only about 70 people watch my videos, because the last couple of videos I posted only have 70 to 60.
Yeah, I get like 20
You've
to some
been posting
videos.
videos?
I got like 70 people.
I do those videos that my friend recorded of me on Netflix. It was just us being retards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I totally clicked one of those by accident.
Yay, more views.
I can't even fake that I did that. I'm like, I'm not watching that. Because as soon as you said it's you and some of your friends, I said no.
You don't want to know what we do.
Yeah.
It's a dark place.
And do you watch my Wolverine review yet?
No.
I might do that after this.
I actually did work into that. I actually edited the pictures into what I'm talking about.
Ooh. I haven't because I've been busy today, but
and there's a Haagen-Dazs joke in there, so you'll like that.
I like where this is going.
I like that.
Even
though I'm still upset that I didn't put in the extreme weather picture in the newest comic news video.
There's a Baskin-Robbins joke, and you'll be surprised how that connects into Wolverine Revenge.
I want a Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah.
I've had Haagen-Dazs once in my life. But the only thing I remember was my brother saying that it tastes good, but it feels like I'm eating sand.
Oh, there was that joke on Family Guy. There was the little short of through Stewie's eyes, and he goes back in time, and he stops Kurt Cobain committing suicide. He says, "I know it's hard right now, but your answer is Haagen-Dazs." And he goes back to present day, and he goes through his CDs, and it's a picture of Kurt Cobain fat.
Like as a washout doing like a live in some random town.
That's funny because I really don't like Kurt Cobain. There's some romanticism of committing suicide, but if you have kids, that's just selfish.
I have seen no romanticism in committing suicide unless you're like doing it for a noble cause, but that never happened in real life. So
for Gotham.
Yeah, like that.
No, I was watching. That reminds me. I was watching a documentary on what they call the Dark Circle. A group of guys actually were like the forefrunters of black metal in Norway. And
oh god, I do not like where this is going.
Well, anyway, long story short, there's this band Mayhem who had this lead singer known as Dead. Dead was basically Kurt Cobain of black metal.
Yeah.
Depressive guy, very innovative in his genre, and committed suicide. In fact, with a shotgun. The difference is, Nirvana did continue on and take a picture of Kurt Cobain's dead body with his brain laying on the floor for their next album. And also, Dave Grohl didn't take Kurt Cobain's brain and put it in a stew that he was making.
That sounds delicious. This is delicious.
What?
Such as black metal.
Yeah, these are hardcore and believe in Satan.
Brain, are you still there? What do you mean you ditched me?
I thought you were going direction where there was...
It's like you punched me in the... It's like you hit me in the face with a spiked bat and then poured lemon juice on me.
All of those guys singing probably sound like Batman raping a pig.
No, I got a better example. Oh,
No.
so what? So it sounds like
Metal.
the video of that guy singing "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" that I sent you guys. Or
God, yes.
Captain Lou Albino, where are you?
That was the best video.
I thought Jerky. I thought you were going down the road of there was this Norwegian or whatever, some asswipe European country, that where the lead singer or one of them, he was an arson. He burned down a bunch of churches and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that happened too.
That when that was like Metal, a Headbanger's Journey, or Global Metal, and those two documentaries.
European.
Yeah, that's why I can't remember the guy's name. He was the drummer of Dark Throne. He started all that.
Yeah. I don't listen to really heavy metal. Usually the stuff I stick to is like because Metallica and Disturbed and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, but I hate Metallica right now. Like the stuff they're doing right now.
I like
just-
new Metallica. I do. I just I don't get bullshit. I really hate that whole thing of you sold out. I hate that anti-capitalism ideal. Yeah.
I just hate what they're doing now with what's his face.
What
Lou
with who?
I forget his name, but the last album they put out was complete shit. Yeah, Lou Reed.
I liked Death Metal Magnetic. I
like that. No, not that album. It was the one they did with Lou Reed. I'll find a picture of it real quick.
It was basically Lou Reed with a backing band, Metallica.
It was the album Lulu.
I like a lot of Metallica's. I like Metallica's a lot of new stuff. I don't hate it. I just enjoy it.
I still miss classic 80s.
My head hurts.
I really don't care
I
for
get
Kill Them
shaped.
All. I really don't.
I like their later ones, like Justice for All. And
I like Justice for All. It's Harvester of Sorrow and stuff like that.
I
This is
miss
another side
Whose
of me you
Line
don't
Is It
know. I like
Anyway?
music. Duke loops all his music he knows is Foo Fighters.
All the music I know is video games.
Kind of.
I don't know. I listen
I
to
like,
music.
and I know I'm going to get hurt by someone. I actually like listening to some songs by the Dave Matthews Band. Don't ask me why. I just do.
At least you listen to more music than me. I know jack shit about music, nor do I care.
I just like songs. I'm not big on following bands.
Oh no, the
My
band I
music
introduced
library
you
is
to.
like-
I liked Lordy. I love Lordy.
Jesse, this was Metallica's last album.
Jesse, you mean, hey, we're going to have a normal setting, and then all of a sudden Lordy shows up out of nowhere?
Yeah, I love that. They appeared out of nowhere and terrorized people. And
That's
disappeared.
every music.
I love it.
Like,
I love
it'd be like a girl walking through high school being judged by everyone, and all of a sudden Lordy shows up out of nowhere and starts singing. It's awesome.
I don't know. I really do love theatric bands like that, and Alice Cooper and Slipknot. I love that idea.
Guar.
Never listened to any Guar ever. I haven't heard a song by them ever. I've heard of them.
My local rock stations won't play it. They can't. Like, you have to stay up really late, and I'm not doing that because most of the people who host our local rock stations here in town are assholes or idiots or never shut up.
Other bands I listen to, Seether. I love Seether. Used to like 3 Days Grace. It just when I found Seether, I found out 3 Days Grace is just Diet Coke Seether.
Diet Coke's okay.
Ew, no. I'd rather drink rat piss than Diet Coke.
Like you experimented in that event.
I did.
Hey, see, I have this rat piss. It's tangy.
I would go.
Why you sounded like a prospector confuses me, but
If I was in the wilderness and I only had my own piss and Diet Coke,
You're not Bear Grylls.
I would go Bear Grylls. If the only thing I had to drink in the wilderness and there's like no lakes around was Diet Coke, I'd go Bear Grylls.
so
Bear
you want to
Grylls,
be
the man who
fired?
films the Survivor.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, I only have Diet Coke, better drink my own piss.
Well, all we have is water that Jordan bought. Better go drink my own piss. It's not even that you did anything to it; it's just knowing you touched it.
Nightwish, anyone? I like Nightwish. It's very much that Dio fantasy metal.
Apparently, there's going to be reshoots for G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Oh yeah.
So
Bruce Willis, quick,
Bruce Willis.
stand there.
They're actually going to do some shit.
Oh, You know, that chick who played Scarlet, she's in this new whatever showcase show Continuum about time travel. So I don't give a shit about it at all because I don't like time travel in my fiction. And
unless it's popular over there, we're never going to see it. That's the only reason we have Lost Girl on Sci-Fi, because it's popular over in Canada.
And this picture of Snake Eyes in
Canada.
The Rock,
Canada.
having like a bro shake is pretty awesome.
How are they gonna get Joseph Gordon-Levitt back for Cobra Commander?
I don't.
I burnt my face even more.
I don't know what the whatever half a second screenshot we got of him. He actually looks like Cobra Commander.
Yeah,
with the reflective glass.
Are they just gonna dub him over? Like, I don't know. They're gonna use him.
No,
I don't know.
you need to get the guy from the original show.
Cobra Patrick. No. They're going to get like a really off-sounding voice that sounds terrible.
Oh, here's what they should do. They should do just like the original show did. Get whoever voiced Starscream and Transformers to voice Cobra Commander.
What? He sounds horrible in that.
He's dead.
Dumbass.
He committed suicide like 20 years ago.
No, we're talking about the stupid movie Starscream who had like one line.
Tom Kenny.
No, he wasn't Tom Kenny. He was the racist robots. He was
Tom Kenny was
the last show.
Who am I thinking of?
Tom Kenny was Starscream in one of the shows. I know that.
Animated. He's an animated.
Yeah.
No, look at Steve Bloom.
Yeah, get Steve Bloom. I approve of this.
I'm Steve Bloom. I'm too busy annoying people on Twitter, but I'll do this
Gilbert
voice.
Godfrey.
Yes!
I am not an attractive man, G.I. Joe.
Yes, it sort of fits too. Like if they ever do like a G.I. Joe,
they defeat him instantly because he won't shut up long enough to actually make the plans work.
I love Gilbert Godfrey. If you don't like him, I don't want to know you.
I like him. It's just that
I was a parrot in Aladdin.
The thing is, he just goes on his giant. He goes on his giant half-hour-long rant screaming. He wouldn't be able to get shit done.
About Jack.
I like his impression of Elmer Fudd in Apocalypse Now. The Howler. The Howler. I killed the little Vietnamese. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Good.
I still gotta do a review of season 2 of Beast Machine season 2, but I can't get a hold of Mr. Sunshine.
You can't get a hold of Matthew Perry?
King. Then I'm done.
We need to give Matthew Perry more work.
Then I'm done the G1 universe. Then never reviewing that shit.
And then we can all get ice cream.
I like where this is going.
Except for Jordan.
Oh, can I at least get the sprinkles?
No, you get that Haagen-Dazs that apparently is like sand, according to my brother.
Did anyone on Twitter see my whole Robert Gorn fangasm of Lawn
I don't know.
You know Vincent D'Onofrio?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
Sugar in water.
Yeah.
Still might see Men in Black.
Everything nice.
I've actually heard that's pretty good.
I don't think Men in Black 2 was god awful.
It wasn't. It was just.
It was a horrible step backwards.
It was boring.
But I honestly can watch it. I can watch it and not feel hate.
Yeah, it's just sort of mediocre.
No,
it was
just
just
the
the
animated series.
Men in Black 1 falls with me and my dad. Those are like one of the most rewatchable. Men in Black 1, Full Metal Jacket, Forrest Gump, and what the fuck else?
I watched Full
and
Metal
Home
Jacket,
Alone.
but I can make it.
And Home Alone 1. These are the movies me and my dad can watch continuously a lot of times over.
If it's ever on, I'll watch it. If it's halfway done, I already know what happened, obviously, so I'll keep watching. I'm just the thing that kept me from really being interested in seeing Men in Black 3 is now I don't know if I've complained about this enough already, but I work in the stock room of a shoe store, an athletic shoe store, where all of the employees love to listen to the fucking pop music station. And they were playing the theme song to Men in Black 3.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the thing that pisses me off is really Will Smith couldn't spend an hour to make a half-assed theme song. No, let's give it to the most overrated windbag who pretends to be Latino Pitbull, who doesn't speak any Spanish, just yells out gibberish, and have him do a half-assed version of what Will Smith does.
That's another thing my parents love. That's the only type of rapping they enjoy is Will Smith from the Men in Black films.
I respect women when I'm on a date.
Like my parents.
I don't know the rest of that rap, but if I
know it's like thank your parents or something.
I
Thank
know.
your parents every night.
Parents just don't understand. I want him. I used to love him. Like, I owned a couple of his CDs as a kid. I don't know what happened to him now, but I would literally buy an album if he went back to music. I love Will Smith so much. But as soon as he... Okay, let me get this out and then I'm done. My only thing is, okay, if the only word in your theme song is we need to go back in time, and I could still barely understand that because you have not even an accent, you just have a voice that no one can understand because you whisper everything. You suck at everything. Stop making fucking music.
They should just put the Fresh Prince theme at the end of Men in Black.
Yes.
Now this is a story all about how my life... No, they have to change it into Men in Black.
Yes.
This is my story. Go with the agency. Or whatever.
And then Tommy Lee Jones said, sit right there, and then I'm going to tell you about all the aliens in here. Some shit like that. And then Rip Torn shows up.
That same tempo.
He's apparently not even mentioned in Men in Black 3.
No. Apparently, this is kind of a spoiler, but my friend told me, they mentioned that they, had his funeral before the movie. They mentioned, oh yeah, his funeral was tough. Anyway, back to hijinks.
Is the doggy
I hate
in
that
it?
shit.
Apparently he's not, but there's...
I heard in the Cinema Snob review he's in the 60s.
How's the dog not in it? He's like the most popular...
Oh, he's in the 6th, but there's this funny picture of apparently there's a scene where Jay's, sitting in, his apartment, and in the background while he's playing video games, there's this giant, 8-foot-tall picture of the dog. Just in the background. And then you're led to believe, did he die too?
That's one thing I hate when they do in films that have sequels is oh yeah, we kind of just, with a little bit of dialogue, oh, they died, or they went somewhere, or what they did with fucking, I love Hellboy 2, is just oh yeah, we sent him to Alaska.
That's the one thing I didn't like about Toy Story 3, they didn't, they mentioned Bo Peep. They're oh, she's gone.
It's just I'm just
she wasn't in Toy
Story
Story 3?
Horrible. No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't see it?
Nope. I've seen it.
You forgot.
Totally forgot her character.
He probably remembers Boo's in there, even though everyone debates whether or not that's Boo from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, that's not her.
I don't give a shit.
Speaking of which, Monsters Inc. prequel thing coming out next year. It's gonna be way more hype than the fucking Brave, which looks generic as hell.
No, I think that movie's gonna look great. I think Brave
I
like great.
I don't know, it has potential, but everything I've seen just looks really sort of boring.
I think it's still gonna surprise the hell out of you.
I hope so, I mean...
I think they're just playing this quiet after, even though I did like it, Cars 2.
I should totally watch that. Oh, and then Duke gets like that.
Yeah, Cars 2, I keep on hearing is the worst Pixar movie ever.
And, oh hi Ratatouille. I don't care what anyone says, I don't hate it, but it's the worst Pixar movie.
It was boring.
It's oh yeah, look.
It has Patton Oswalt, I don't care.
The commercials are hey look.
Yeah, it makes it better.
A movie about a rat. Oh wait, most of it is about a French ginger. And then the worst thing is, everyone praised Ratatouille, all the critics and shit, and I don't see why.
I
haven't seen it.
Oswalt's awesome.
I've only seen it once, and I have no desire to ever see it again.
Yeah.
There's just family or kids movies I don't give a shit about, Flushed Away, and
yeah.
I like Chicken Rings.
I don't like that
company.
I don't like that Arden and Company. I like Wallace and Gromit sort of, but everything else sucks.
Wasn't Flushed Away DreamWorks?
Yeah, no,
It
it's
was
the
Aardman
Aardman.
and DreamWorks.
Yeah,
They
like-
did a
Yeah.
co-production.
I like My Pet Dragon. I like How to Train Your Dragon. That was good.
I haven't seen that.
That movie's
I like
great.
No, I
I
want
like
to see
Fern
Puss in
Gully.
You mean Avatar? You mean
Fern.
Pocahontas?
Fern.
Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Really, screw you people.
What else?
Apparently Disney.
You know what I miss? Dinosaurs.
I don't.
That's apparently going to be like after Monsters Inc. the prequel. That's their next project. I think.
Oh yeah, it's some dinosaur movie.
We
Yeah,
still have Ice Age.
Fuck that.
Is that DreamWorks?
No, that's a company
That's
owned
Sony.
by Fox. No, it's owned
It's,
by Fox.
No, it's Sony Pictures, but
No,
Fox co-produces it, doesn't it?
No, Sony owns
I
the
like-
people. Sony owns the people who made Despicable Me and that.
I could have sworn, like, at least the first couple had Sony involved. Or I don't know.
Nope.
I saw. Okay, let's go. Ice Age 1, then there's Ice Age 2, The Meltdown, and Ice Age 3, Rise of the Dinosaurs or whatever. I liked the Rise of the Dinosaurs. It was funny when the hilarious part in the films when the T-Rex comes out of the ground and you have these two ostrich, like, prehistoric things, and one of them hits the head in the ground, and then the baby one knocks itself out trying to.
I've not
That
seen
was
that movie
funny.
yet either.
That was pretty funny. It's just some of that physical comedy they do right.
Oh yeah, apparently Disney's like making this movie that's coming out later this year. It's like a big love tribute to video games, and John C. Reilly or whatever from Step Brothers, he's gonna be the main star. Seems proud.
As long as he plays his character from Talladega Nights, I'm sold.
It's
So,
like,
I think I heard about this. Yes, it
it's
was
like Wreck-It
kind of.
Ralph.
Yeah, it was kind of like a King Kong type video arcade game.
Yeah, and like he gets
When I hear tribute to video games, I think, oh great,
no.
Scott
There's
Pilgrim.
actually going to be like video game characters in it. Like they get Dr. Wily, Zangief. Like they actually work with.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see. Dr. Robotnik is going to be it. The Wikipedia says Eggman. Fuck that name.
Eggman. Well, the original Japanese Eggman and
Yeah,
Dr. Robotnik was the westernized version. His name is still. Well, it's a weird thing with Robotnik is that
His name is
real name's
Mr.
Robotnik.
Stillman.
Yeah, they call him Eggman as an insult because he's shaped like an egg. But yet he names all of his vehicles and his inventions Eggcopter, the egg, Eggatros, the egg. So it's kind of like
I like Robotnik better.
This is why the Sonic universe is all convoluted and fucked up, and they're one of the worst fan bases ever.
Yeah, definitely the worst fan bases ever.
Like, I'm trying to think. That's a good topic. What are shitty fan bases?
Okay,
I'm not
Yeah.
Sonic. I'm
dude, my friend has a way to nuke the Xbox Live Party. He'll play this fucking video of this guy, the nerdiest fucking guy ever, nerdier than me with the voice, of his like top 10 hottest Sonic chicks, and he's fucking serious.
It just the Sonic.
Does he at least have this music? Boom,
No.
boom.
He takes it serious. He's like, you know what's hotter than an echidna? A bat lady. I'm
Jordan, stop talking about wheeling like that.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Rouge is the only one where, though I still think it's insanely disgusting, is the closest to where, okay, if you go past this is the line. You're at the line. You're already too far. Everyone else is past that line to no man comes back land. You all get.
I got no problem saying Rouge is sexy. It's the whole cleavage thing and her sultry attitude. The problem with the Sonic fan base, it crosses over to the furry group unintentionally when they just simply want to make anthropomorphic characters. It just, it bled into that.
And then when the actual
Unintentionally bled into it, yeah.
had Sonic like in love with a human.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird feel.
City's on fire.
Just with the Sonic fans, they did go the downturn during the dark age of Sonic with Sonic the Hedgehog up and all till like Sonic 4 episode 1, where they start to get better.
Yeah.
And Sonic Colors and stuff like that. It's just
fucking
it's
he turned into like a fucking werewolf.
The Sonic levels were good, the stuff like that. I didn't mind the werewolf. I enjoyed it. It was a fun beat 'em up. The thing that crippled that game were the sun and moon medals. Because if you didn't get a sun enough moon medals, you couldn't go to another level. It says you have to play this game perfectly with the ranking system. That's another thing that Sonic games pissed me off. So the ranking system. Oh, the S rank, you're good. You E rank, you fucking suck. I hate when video games judge me. I just want to play the game and have fun.
I hate when video games have time limits. Like those piss me off.
I hate ranking systems. That's just
Go
one of my
to hell.
It just I don't know. Sonic has tons of potential. It's just never out there. Another fan base, Lucas bashers and stuff like that. Yeah. You know where I lie. I like George Lucas. I don't know. I'm always have an unconditional love for Star Wars. I hate.
I like cheese.
Yeah.
I like
this is all old hat, and I just think people who hate George Lucas and the prequels and the things he did are just are self-entitled twats. Because I know better. I know what's right for it because and stuff like that.
Because you're Jesse.
Yes.
I still agree with that, but I still think Attack of the Clones is a fucking horrible piece of shit that should be burned.
I don't think it's god awful. There's things in it I do like because Jango Fett actually does something instead of Fett.
I like the Jango Fett shit. I like the Obi-Wan, how it's sort of a noir story, and I like how it introduced the clones, even though they weren't that badass.
The thing with George Lucas, he's not an actor's director. Yeah. He's a storyteller. And just when it comes to intimate moments, he's not good at. But doing moments of great action and scenes and stuff like that and storytelling, he's great at.
He should have wrote the script because.
But when it has to do with small character moments, that's when you give it to Irvin Kershner.
He really shouldn't have fucking wrote the script because the main reason I hate it is because of the fucking the romance is.
Yes, with a lot of films, romances and stuff like that does really drag it down. With it's
one of the few times where you can say, just a little better love story than Twilight.
It is.
Barely.
It actually is.
I actually give a damn more.
Like if you look at
shallow.
Like if you look at the story of how Anakin and Padme fell in love, it's pretty good, but then you fucking actually watch it and it's bad.
The thing is, there's a lot of great ideas about the whole love and stuff like that. Him being a slave, her being a queen, and it's very old school, like storytelling and stuff like that. And just the execution wasn't that great. Mm-hmm. I know Attack of the Clones is the weakest of all the films. It's just it's better than a lot of other movies.
In fact, that in both all the prequels, Anakin was not that good of a character. Yeah, but then in the Clone Wars show,
in the Clone Wars, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's a badass in that show.
He's awesome, and he was whiny in the 2D Gandhi series a bit, but that's him. But that's him as a teenager. Yeah. Him going the reason that he's whiny in Attack of the Clones because he's a teenager. He has that self-entitlement complex that we all get, and in Attack of the Clones, the reason he's whiny because he's
talking about? I'm just awesome.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly sculpted.
Yeah. And with Revenge of the Sith, the reason he's acting like that because imagine having horrible constant dreams of the woman you love dying. Wouldn't you be a little perturbed?
Nah.
I don't know. Let me start doing that and see.
See, this is why we're geeks. We explain things. We actually get in touch with our emotions, and we dissect and stuff like that. We're not nerds that are emotionally cut off cocksuckers.
Stay away from the emotions.
I would go through all with spoons to make it stop.
Other
spoons.
Gorilla
I think
penis.
we reached topics like a half hour ago.
Yeah, just me rambling on.
Hey, Arnold is trending on Twitter above Men in Black 3.
I hated that show. I really show. I never liked cartoons. I never really liked cartoons that are like slice of life like that for kids. I never really appealed.
It wasn't the best show, but it is entertaining.
Yeah.
I grew up with it. I can't say I hate it.
Wait, what show?
Only thing?
Hey, Arnold.
But I like Rugrats more. I love watching that.
Well, Rugrats is more. I mean, I guess you could say it's sort of like Hey Arnold. It's like sort of realistic, but
it was more of a fantasy because of babies' imaginations and stuff. And their interpretation of the world where they're at. But when you got to the teenager show, I remember my sister when that first came on,
God.
and my sister asked me right away, straight to my face, "Is Angelica still a bitch?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Then it's a perfect show.
Yeah.
And I remember me and my whole school, which by the way at this time was a class of 8 people because I was in a small ass town.
Really?
We were
It's Nebraska.
No, this is the slum. Dude, my high school is overpopulated.
Yeah.
And we still have fewer students than other high schools somehow. I don't know how the hell that works. Anyway, well, my former high school. I remember we were all like, "Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it." And I'm just like, I don't think I get that channel anymore on my cable provider. But my went over to my friends. He's like, "Do you want to watch it?" I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "How was it?" Why aren't they babies?
Yeah.
Like even as a kid, I realized they screwed with the formula.
Yeah. It was great with the babies because they went on their own adventures and they made pulp culture jokes, and it was their imagination, and it turned into a kind of a fantasy that had the Doctor Who thing in which with their imaginations instead of a machine that can take them virtually anywhere. It was just their imagination. They did all these crazy adventures.
And they talked about poop.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. No, but
Isn't it weird when you hear Tommy's voice actress do other
Yeah.
stuff? It's weird. It's like doing like a girl and it's Tommy's voice. It's like, no.
Yeah. In Avengers, she voices Mockingbird. I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
God. And the thing is, his voice actor is actually sort of hot.
Isn't that Screaming Mimi?
no, she's insanely hot.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
So is Tara Strong.
And she was Spider-Woman.
I thought Screaming Mimi was hot in Superhero Squad. Is something wrong with her?
Tara Strong's hotter than Elizabeth Daily, who voices Tommy. I will, if I had the opportunity, I would. Damn it!
I hate all the things when she says, "Oh, look at my sexy character." Dressed like this, and it's a picture of her character she voiced.
I'm like, quit doing that. My penis.
It's not as bad. It's not as bad. I told Dustin this of all the porn stars I follow on Twitter, like Gianna Michaels, Gianna Michaels, Melissa Lauren, Sophie D, a ton of others. It's like, oh, and they Twitter a picture and it's fucking food. I'm like, after like the 100th time, I'm like, it's gonna be food. It's gonna be food. It's fucking food.
I like how you actually know porn star names. Who knows
I do.
porn
I follow
star
them.
names in this day and age? You go on the fucking website, you find a video, and then you're done.
Maria Moore, Charlie Cooper,
He knows
Wait.
Summer Sin,
Nick's bringing back Figure It Out.
Nina Hartley.
Who the fuck knows porn stars anymore?
I don't know. I'm a geek. This is what I do. It's what we do with our brains. We
No,
grab
that's
things-
not being a geek. That's being a
Jordan,
perv.
who knows game voice actors anymore?
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
Steve Blum, it's awesome.
Many people don't care. They just want to watch the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we care about Gary Chalk and Scott McNeil and Peter Mello and all of them.
Yeah. And,
Why am I watching a show
I
about
can't
Kirby
judge
now?
because I'm so addicted to the things I love that it's
Yeah, that's what happens. We get obsessive about the topics we like, and we
I do.
carve out
That's
little sections in our
women.
brain to organize it. You know.
There's
Another great
people who think that we're crazy because we can name off, our top 10 favorite writers of whatever, and they're just like, I just want to watch the movie or read the book.
Yeah, name off my favorite porn stars. I did that joke with Duke.
My personal favorite thing I've ever gotten from Jesse though was when he watched Piranha 3D.
Yeah.
And realized that one of his favorite Gianna Michaels was in it, and I laughed so hard.
That's awesome.
Because at first he saw it, he was like, is that her? And then he looked it up. It's like, oh shit.
It's like I do this joke. It's like, my favorite porn stars: Nina Hartley, Gianna Michaels, Maria Moore, Charlie Cooper, your mom.
Speaking of asking questions and shit, you should totally ask a question on my new Q&A video, Jesse.
What? Which
Who is
last new one?
Sorry.
I'm
For
making
those
videos again.
For our apparent 2 fans, according to the asshole named Jordan.
I try to make a video every 3 days, you know.
Well, I haven't had the
Or watch
ability
it on
to in like a year, so.
Yeah.
Well, he's doing a Q&A where you can go and ask him
questions.
Ask him really serious questions on like the healthcare debate and see what he does.
I want that.
I tell you know, I go these random casting things. You know, Sasha Grey, porn star.
I actually know that name.
I want her as X-23. I'm serious. Like, she become a serious.
She can actually act though.
Yeah, and she looks it totally. She has a great exotic look to her.
She
has ice blue eyes and everything. Yeah.
I don't give a crap about it. She was in Entourage.
Too bad we'll never.
Oh, I watched that show a bit, and it's like, why do I care? Pretty white people with problems.
Not even that, they're just douchebags with problems.
Oh, that whole Girls Now on HBO. I fucking hate that show. It just like let's take fucking Death Proof, the second half of Death Proof, and make that into an entire show of fucking hens talking all the time.
Jesse, you may be shocked. You and Nash from That Guy with the Glasses finally intersect on something. He spent 20 minutes warning people never to even watch ads for that show.
It is just fucking young, petty, uninvolved, unself-searched girls just fucking yakking.
So it's fucking Sex in the City before they get old.
Yes, Sex in the City.
That's literally what they tell you it is.
It's Sex in the City before they start pissing out dust.
Basically, yeah.
Before Sarah Jessica Parker turned into a horse.
She always looked like a horse, though.
Yeah, I'm like, she's always looked like that.
Hey, but in, what the fuck movie was it? Hocus Pocus, she was hot in that. I don't know why.
I don't know about, no.
She was hot in
That movie's too much ingrained into my childhood to find anything hot. I'm sorry.
Can you go back to talk about
You cry when the cat dies, you cry.
Can you go back to talking about how you thought Superhero Squad Screaming Mimi was hot? Because that's more normal than thinking Sarah Jessica Parker was hot.
It's just something, she had like the skirt, and you can see like the muscular curvature of her legs, and I thought that was hot. And it was like a cut off, you didn't really see her crotch. It is a weird kind of a shape and structural thing to my
I'm
mind.
waiting for one of us to yell out, I need an adult, but I don't want to be that guy.
I need an adult! I need an adult!
I am an adult. He took the Dragon Balls. And
okay, Mom, I'm ready to go back into the Dad?
I get to have a new abridged every week. Like
they do it monthly.
I know they do it monthly. But
it takes a while to edit and shit like that. There's like 500 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. Give them some slack.
My friend made me watch it like a couple months ago, and I fell in love. And I don't even like Dragon Ball.
I love Dragon Ball. Next, probably my 2 biggest favorite fandoms, Duke knows us, of Dragon Ball and Star Wars. I could not live without those. Love Dragon Ball.
Very true.
Yeah.
Combine them together.
Yeah, Goku's basically the Japanese Superman, except he's not a rip-off of John Carter and not a fascist.
That's because he has no idea what that word even means.
No, I just go with fascist because it's that joke of the seduction of the innocent back in the 1950s before the comic book code, and where that writer called Superman a fascist, and I just call him that.
I approve of this article.
And that basically that whole book, The Seduction of the Innocent, caused the comic book code, and that's
famous.
That's why we can't smoke in comic books anymore. That and
I thought that was just because joke. Yeah. That was just joke.
No, it's just Joe Quesada.
Like, oh, fuck off! It was his choice. He smoked. My parents still smoke. They still cough up chunks of cancer every morning. So
I'm not seeing the Thundercats as Foo Fighters.
Ice Cube is the
Ninja Turtles. I'm looking forward to the Thundercats movie.
Oh, I totally. Okay, yeah, Ice Cube is Ninja Turtles. That makes sense.
I've been lately the original Mirage Turtles comics. I torrented it and stuff like that. And probably my favorite issue is the one shot Leonardo, because it's done so good. It's just Oh, it's such a great one. It happens in two places. Leonardo is like patrolling the city in wintertime, and April and the other turtles are making Christmas dinner and decorating the stuff. And out of nowhere on Leonardo's side of the story, which is basically dialogueless, the Foot Clan comes back and they kick the shit out of him, and it's like the return of the Shredder, and it's done really good.
How did they go from dark shit to goofy pizza eating stoner wannabe dudes?
A committee of who wants to make a cartoon for kids, because this is goofy. The whole joke about the turtles that they're oblivious to their goofy selves of their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and they're oblivious to their existence of being that type of goofiness. That's the whole joke. But great comics anyway.
I didn't know we were looking at Jordan's reflection.
Goofy existence.
I'll admit that one was my weakest one, but I still stand by it.
I'm not going to deny that.
Go rape your cousin, Nebraskan.
Ooh.
I'm just
look on Discovery Channel. Moonshiners is on because that's science.
Depending on who you talk to, you could make that into science.
5
To be fair, you
reasons.
can make anything out of science.
Oh, sweet. HBO Real Sex is on. Awesome.
Chris,
Love
this
that
article is
show.
better. 5 reasons Punisher Warzone is an underrated classic.
Oh
I
dear
haven't seen
God!
it yet. I heard it. I heard it was just wacky and just.
The kills. I've never seen this movie. I still want to see just how stupid it is.
Though I do like Ray Stevenson as Punisher. He looks like he's like 6'2", 220 pounds. Looks like him with the slick back hair.
They show it on Jordan, if you want to. They show it on Spike now all the time.
Well,
And,
it's not the R-rated version with all the gore.
But one thing I want to do, I want to write a Punisher story where he kills abortion doctor killers. Because but first I have to read all the other works of the Punisher because I don't want to dive into it knowing nothing. I don't want to pull a Jeff Loeb.
Jeff Loeb.
Somehow Jesse cancels like 5 shows.
Yeah.
Like how did you even cancel Antique Roadshow? I just did.
Antique Roadshow. It's the Infinity Gauntlet he's looking through. He's examining.
Well, you see here, I love the gold patina, but these are obviously fake. The gem parts, because no, real gems do not break the world's reality insanely.
Another joke I want to do. I want to open up a comic or something like that of a dog show. Like the judges are examining this poodle. He's great strength, great look to him. Then boom, out of nowhere, a blow starts, and you see Wolverine flying out, and you see the blob following. Just out of nowhere.
I just want one panel of that of Wolverine saying, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?" and then go back to fighting.
Yeah. What the fuck is Thor doing in Snow White?
Money.
My brother told me
willing to give that movie a rental.
My brother told me, "Oh, that looks so cool." I'm like, "Oh,
Apparently,
I'm happy we're half brothers."
Chris Hemsworth is becoming like the new thing for girls, so I'm expecting Thor 2 to make $1 McBillion.
Yeah.
Well, that's mainly because of Loki.
Well,
I want
here's the
Thor
thing.
turned into a
I don't
frog.
want. I
Thor
don't think
2.
movie theaters take McDonald's gift cards as currency, so it can't make $1 billion. Thank you very much.
I want Loki to come back and turn Thor into a frog, and we have to get Beta Ray Bill.
That would be amazing. Everyone would be turned off. Like, I honestly think Thor 2 is going to do almost as good as the Iron Man, because I see a lot of more people talking about Thor after Avengers. So I think that his next movie is going to be...
I love Thor.
Yeah, I think his next movie is going to be really big.
At Avengers, what movies did you get? What trailers did you guys get?
I got
Dark Knight
Spider-Man.
Rises, Spider-Man.
I got Expendables 2.
I didn't get that. I got Prometheus.
I got Expendables too.
Can I explain my situation? Like first,
Yes,
the
please.
first trailer I got was Prometheus, and then I got a trailer for Brave. Then I got Spider-Man
Yeah, we got
Dark Knight
Brave, too.
Rises, and then after Dark Knight Rises, Frankenweenie. Why are they placed like that?
Yeah, I got all those.
That's exactly
I
what
love
I
the fact that Frankenweenie said, from the director of Alice in Wonderland. I'm like, you aren't even trying anymore.
Yeah, I got all those same, except they were in different order. They were in more logical order.
I don't think Alice in Wonderland was that god-awful. I enjoyed it.
It didn't deserve to make $1 billion.
Yeah, no, it wasn't god-awful. I like the American McGee story better, where she's a mental hospital comatose. It's all in her head. I love that.
I love her in that episode of Warehouse 13 where she's a ghost she's a crazy ghost in a mirror who takes over one of the main characters and kills 3 random people because they have a coin. And there's nothing special about the coin. They just have it, and she thought it looked pretty.
I'm watching Real Sex, and this woman's giving this man a prostate massage.
Well, I think that's the cue to end the chat, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Prostate massage?
On prostate massage.
That's gonna
That's
cost you
the
extra.
end.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling, self-serving antics.
Are you finally happy? I talked
Yes.
to you.
I'm sorry.
Now all I need is for you to do a video with King about how fucking awesome whatever the fuck you all think is whatever.
What's awesome? Avengers. Huh? They can be like, Avengers is not that good because he wasn't Nolan and he wasn't Batman.
Yep.
I love that voice. I'm beginning to love that voice so much. Only because I'm starting to imagine those assholes who watch ESPN at school talk like that. Oh, it's funny because he's making fun of Team TiVo. I was like, no, it's obnoxious.
The NBA is quite funny because LeBron James.
Tiger Woods is the greatest person who has ever lived.
I don't think we're done recording.
He's an adventure. He's
Okay, because they do prostate massage to pegging.
I don't know what pegging is. I don't think I want to know.
I'll tell you.
Okay, I want to know.
Look it up.
I want to know.
Oh.
That's when the chick puts a dude up the ass with a strap on.
Yep.
I just thought it had something really dirty to do with the pieces from a Battleship game, but okay.
Yeah, the pegs. Hmm.
You stab him in there. Just stab him in. And then he has to yell out of a place like, B-17, oh dear God!
You sunk my battleship.
Into what?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Oh God, are we done?
3.5 hours, guys. Bravo.
Hopefully there's room. I still gotta post the next podcast up.
What?
Comic news on the Podomatic. Oh, we were talking about the guy who played Looney Bin Jim. It's his birthday today.
Yay. It's also my nephew's birthday today. He's 7.
Ooh, that's nice.
I got a retweet from Linkara.
Yeah, gonna go bed. Tomorrow night, I see down. Yeah.
Down?
And this is the part where Jerky, like, crumbles from the pressure of his own insane tiredness. And then the Jerky, like, his Jerky will come alive and try and eat him in his sleep.
I come back to this.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're doing. I'm watching Real Sex, and I think they're doing an expose on the Suicide Girls. Awesome.
Cinema Snob said this about G.I. Joe 2.
It's when G.I. Joe 2 pushed back and add more Channing Tatum. It's much cheaper just to take the shit on the film star. Channing Tatum is probably the most uncharismatic action star ever.
I like him in...
I'd rather have Sam Worthington because I love Sam Worthington.
And I don't really like him because he's generic too.
He's not generic. I like the man.
He's a little less generic.
I like that. He's the only reason I liked Terminator Salvation because I love cyborg-like characters. Sorry, spoilers, but yeah.
Implying anyone cares about spoilers to that movie.
God,
I'm out, fellas.
Okay. Good night.
Nice talking to you yet again, Jesse.
All right.
Yeah, you too.